Here we are again. Another Monday night battle here with the Bellis Antiquitatis 3.0. And Joe's here joining us.
Yeah.
Mitch is, I don't know, hopefully putting some shoes on.
He's waxing his feet up.
And tonight's theme is Monday Night Hordes. So we're each going to be playing an army that has at least one horde in it. And Mitch claims his army hasn't been on film before. Yours hasn't. And mine's kind of been on film.
Yeah.
So
I think this army's been able to, they haven't been with the horde. They've only had it with the ox instead of the horde.
yeah,
So
Joe and I are going to start things off first. And Joe, what army are you playing there?
From the Book of Antiquity, Chapter 1, Verse 11a, Akkadia.
Okay. That's the guys of Akkad. Okay. And I'll be playing similar to my army that I played last week, but we're going to be playing with the Knight General, the Moldavians. Notice there's not a bunch of people with, you know,
No.
get exploratory stuff done to them on a stick. So
Having a surgery done.
that's right. No backdoor experimentation on these guys.
No standing room only.
That's right. Okay, so I'm aggression 1.
I'm aggression 4.
Okay, here we go. Oh, it's in Moldavia.
Moldavia.
All right, where are the little, you know what sheets?
Not sure where they are.
They should be.
So you're what, forest?
Here they are. Mitch had one job to do.
He did?
He didn't do it.
Only one job?
Only one job. Okay, so what do you have as your troop type?
Okay, I have a heavy chariot general. I have 3 Soloi, 1 solid horde, 1 solid bow, and 6 solid pike.
Okay, so you got 3 Soloi and everybody else is kind of like, I don't really want to be in the bad going. Okay. So you're still not so bad.
I watched one of the videos the other day. I think it was Barbarian, one of the Barbarian ones.
Right? The Barbarian
And I remember
Boogaloo?
Mitch. No, this was one of the older ones.
Oh, okay.
But Mitch had the Malaysian guys, and he had his elephant going to rocky, but he didn't suffer a penalty. Do they not suffer a penalty when they're going to rocky terrain?
They don't.
They don't?
They don't.
Okay.
So that's not bad going terrain, it's just rough terrain. So
Just
rough
rough
terrain
terrain?
means you have to use the crappy movement rate,
Uh-huh.
and any unit that's in it, you don't get those quick kills that you normally would.
Okay.
So, like for instance, an elephant going into rocky terrain to beat down a bow, they're just as effective as killing the bow as in the open, because bow, if they get outscored by any mounted in any terrain, die. But you know, if you get any kind of like, if you've got pikes that back each other up,
Yeah.
and they're in there,
Now,
they'll get that bonus.
he was running down a warband in there, and it was like,
Yeah.
and it's like,
Yeah, or
And I was
bandits.
thinking, wait, isn't he -2 in a?
Mm-mm.
Now I know a warband is still fights normal. Does a horde still fight normal?
Yes.
Okay.
Everybody fights normal in.
But like in woods,
Oh, in
What
woods,
a-
no. Warband is -2.
warband is -2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it?
Ox? No, I thought it
Hold
was.
on a second. I'm losing my mind. Well, I've worked all day, so, you know.
So did I.
Oh, okay. Well, you don't know the answer either.
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
We don't play with warband enough. I'm just a painter. The fact that I can win a game is a kind of a minor miracle. Any troops but Auxilia, we don't need you anymore.
Oh, good.
Auxilia, bows, warband, or Soloi, and in close combat in bad going.
Okay, so
So Auxilia, bows, warband, or Soloi. So warband fighting mounted, you know how I always say warband are terrible against mounted? But if the mounted is stupid enough to go into bad going
Yeah.
against them, they still fight as a 2.
yeah.
Yeah.
You missed it.
Wait, you went into bad going?
Nah. You have to watch the video. And since you don't watch them.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, forest. I need 1 or 2 woods. And then I can have an extra woods, General Hill, I guess I could do a gentle hill. Let's do 2 woods and a gentle hill.
Oh, let's be gentle.
See, merciful.
Can't we just all get along?
Let's do two gentle hills.
Ooh. Whoa.
Yeah.
Dang.
No, this is what Moldavia looks like. You should know.
All out.
Isn't your neighbor Moldavian?
Yeah.
That one you don't talk to?
All 6 of them.
Okay. Speaking of neighbors, you know, I'm not a fan of electric vehicles, but I think my neighbor should get them. I got one guy across the street, he spends 15 minutes idling his truck. I mean, what do you got to idle the truck for 15 minutes, man? How about get a vehicle that works?
So plug it in, right?
Yeah, just be quiet, man. Okay, the first woods. 1. You didn't miss anything.
Is this live?
Yeah. Oh, did I turn it on? Yeah. The other woods. 6. What quarter would you like it in?
That quarter.
Okay. Well, it's not going to be here because it's too close. Where are the corners? It's going to be real interesting because I got to play it. It fits. That's where it goes. The big hill.
Big hill.
1. That ain't happening. Well, most of it has to be in here, right?
Or did we find out you read it later and just has to have some in there?
No, it's most.
Mostly.
Some is the field.
Field, plowed.
Yeah.
Get plowed, man. What about the other way? No, up here to the north.
No, it's
not going to fit here. Not going to fit here. It's the same thing that happened in one of the battles last week.
Gentle Hills, they get a bad rep.
Obviously. I don't think there's a way to get it to fit. Well, it's legal there. I bet I could get most of it in there. I'm fine if you don't play with it, but I gotta make a. That's most of it. Most of it's here.
The best attempt.
Yep. And then a little hill. Better not be a 1.
5.
My choice. 1.
Moldavia, everything's in that crap
That's
corner.
well, this is Moldavia. Everything else is, the free world.
We can only represent Moldavia by 1/4.
It's a little country. What side would you like?
Let's see here.
The woods are in play.
No
rutabagas.
You haven't rode yet. How do you know they're not rutabagas deep in the woods?
I think I'm going to attack from this side over here.
Okay.
Good, bad, we'll find out.
My camp. And I'll mention it again because it always seems like there's people that don't watch the earlier videos. If you're looking for these cards, they're available as a free download on the Facebook DBA pages and the DBA and Hot page. And if you don't have Facebook, well, then you'll have to get a friend that is on it. So I've got no hosting service.
Or 2.
Or 2. Yeah, don't be afraid to get a second friend. That's being serious.
Or get your next door neighbor who you can't stand with their car.
They can't stand what?
With their car.
Yeah, it's a truck.
A truck.
It's a truck, yeah. The noisy ass truck. Okay. All right. You'll set up your camp like, what, you got half of it off the board?
No, we can put it all right there.
Okay. I'm not going to go after you. I got Saloy. How am I going to get through your pikemen?
He knows if he goes over there, he gets sacrificed, so he's not going to go over there. I'm not going to get sacrificed.
I'm not
today.
that kind of loon. I'm a different kind of loon.
I did miss the name of this. What's the name?
Oh, you'll have to watch the video.
Wait.
What, we've
it's
alone?
It's not silly, silly.
We even went with your name.
It's not silly, silly.
We even went with a name you wanted to use. You don't remember what it was?
Pot Smokers Unite or something. I don't know.
Well, your
heraldry.
second choice.
My heraldry.
Your potted plant.
Potted
heraldry?
plants, yes.
You obviously didn't. Your ancestors didn't get first pick.
Nope. It's like, oh, not again.
Your name's German too, right, Joe?
Yeah.
I couldn't find your heraldry.
Because
I hope that's not a good sign. I hope this.
oh, actually, I have my dad got a picture thing with the family coat, and because it's more under, I think Kohten is what the heraldry is under.
Oh, okay. You don't mind if I call you that, right?
No.
Kohten?
Kohten.
But it might mean something different in the old country, and they're like, oh,
I bet it
he
does.
used Kohten.
Yes.
Oh, what a bastard.
It means the guy who Kohterns. Crapsicle.
I'm trying to figure out what I could do to this army because I can't kill hardly any of them. They'll all run away from me, except the horde and
Yes. The army of cowards.
Oh, not that Knight General.
I know he'll end up losing the battle
Knight
single-handedly.
General, you can stick him in.
You haven't seen him, have you? You
No,
got
no.
you got your close-up glasses?
Yes.
All right, take a look at his face.
Not
Tell me
of
what you
mine.
think.
Oh,
You haven't watched the
shit.
videos. I've already talked all
It
about
looks
it.
like
What's-
me.
looks like.
Look at him close. Look at his face. I didn't sculpt him.
I remember your post. The post
Yeah.
was hilarious.
Yeah. Looks like a Thundercat.
Oh, yeah. I see it
Ho!
Yeah.
I
We'll see
see
if he
it
fights
now.
like a pussy or not.
now. I was trying to think of a living, real person.
No. No. I hope there's nobody that looks like that. Somebody didn't. Either somebody got hit with a skillet
Yeah.
right in the head.
I'm trying
Yeah.
to. Like,
He's got a
Who's he?
huge forehead.
who's he think this guy is?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll find out if he's a pussy or not. Hey, I don't design the figures.
Did you
They'd
go
probably
over?
look crappier if they did.
Did you go over for the folks while you lined up?
That wasn't your one job today, by the way. We went over that earlier when you weren't here. I have light horse, light horse, light horse, fast bow, fast horde, knight general, fast bow, Saloy, 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 Saloy. And you, Joe?
I have Saloy, solid pike, solid pike, solid pike, solid pike, solid pike, solid pike, solid horde, solid bow, Saloy, and heavy chariot general.
So we have two generals that could really get
Dang.
themselves into some trouble.
Yeah.
Bad boy generals.
Okay. 3 shall be the number of the counting.
Hmm.
And then will not end at 2 or 1.
Hmm.
You have one bowman, huh?
1. And that one bowman is what keeps this army from being fast and furious.
Do they have? They don't have allies, do they?
They have some, but it's kind of confusing. It's like 0 to 2 something.
Oh. Oh, it's one of those where you get multiple allies.
It says,
Isn't it? Isn't these guys can do that? The Moldavians can have a multi-ally?
0 to 2 of 1-1B, 1-5B,
Yes, I
or
believe they
1-9.
Which is like the general.
I don't remember. I don't remember if it was that.
So if it's
army or
zero,
which one I
it's
was looking at.
0-2. That means they can have 2 allies, or does it have to have 2
Let me
allies?
see. Which it lists?
111A. Your thumbs on them.
So they can have no allies,
Mm-hmm.
or one of those, or 2 of those.
Okay. All right.
I don't know why it would put. It's the 0 that makes it confusing.
Mm-hmm.
That's 1. Actually, we're gonna back off a little bit.
Back off.
Okay, that's 1. Because they can group move like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's 2. I'll go ahead and move him with him in the column. Three.
Yes, sir. Moldavia can have double ally.
Can they? I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
I've been looking at so many armies lately
Yeah.
that. Ah, the goose egg.
The mighty one. Let me see. So do that. So we're just going to have the whole army move 1.
Thank you.
Just so everybody can get a feel for it.
Yeah, this is the Mark I woods. I don't know if.
I see one guy liked it.
Well, they're the first woods that I made that weren't 2-dimensional.
Yeah.
Which everybody raves about 2-dimensional woods now that we don't have any. People used to complain, I'm about the felt. Now you do the roll. Oh, your train's too nice, but it doesn't work. You're never happy, are you? How'd you guess?
Well, we got 1 shot.
You moved in, but you moved too far?
I moved 1. Only moved 1, so I can shoot.
Gotcha.
So
I got 2 shots at you. Mm-hmm. So you're a 1 and I'm going to be a 2.
okay.
Recoiled you.
Recoilage.
Pips.
Wow.
5.
You got all kinds of stuff you can do.
He's okay. He's okay.
Is he?
I'm feeling much better now.
Yeah. Getting better.
He's barely in. And then are these guys within 4? Yes. Okay, so everybody costs 1 from right now. And I rolled a 5. I'll put this guy up here so he has height advantage on you if he needs it for later. That's 1. Did we move out of range? I bet we did. There's always fumbles. We moved out of range. So we'd be able to combine here. Should be a 2-2.
Mm-hmm.
That's 1. Two, 3, 4, 5. Two. 3, 4, 5. Shootings. We're going to combine on the horde.
Okay.
2-2.
Recoil.
Yep. You do recoil.
Recall
20.
half.
20.
Okay. Moving back through with that.
Yours is what? 111?
Yep.
A?
111A.
What's that sound? Is that what it sounds like? It's a no suspension cart.
Yes.
It's four-wheeled.
It's a 4-wheeler.
Man, that's like, I could beat you to death.
Okay. Now, if he wants to move out, does he just go straight back?
He goes back towards the way he's facing, correct.
Okay. So I move him up there, they're just going to get crushed.
You didn't move straight back? That's your 2?
That's it. Yeah, 2.
Shooting.
roll a
See
1 and a
within-
2.
Within range. Right. Within range there. We're out. And now, because he recoiled back, you can see his side edge. So I'm shooting both of them at them.
All
That's
right.
a 2-2. Nope.
Perfect.
There is a 6 on that die. Pips? So, Heavy Chariot wants to play.
But he's about the only thing that can kill anything over there.
Well,
If Pikes wouldn't mind getting a hold of the bows or the Knight General or the war.
The problem is the bows are in the woods, and I'm so slow that he can easily move away from me, and I have nothing I can do about it.
want to call it a draw? If
Sometimes what I'll do is, if there's more units that my pike are not useful against, I'll only leave like 1 or 2 guys in the back and plug them in later where I want to plug them in.
these guys are all in line, right?
Yeah.
And spread them out across the front.
Yeah, well, against his army, there's only a couple stands that are effective against. The rest of the armies.
I might have, like, for me, I probably would have went 4.
Well, let's look
wide,
at
2 in
command
the
and
back,
control first.
and then
Everybody
put
here is good. Everybody over
Thing
here
is,
is going to cost
You
double.
look at my army. I'm all solid here, and both of you guys are playing all fast armies.
No, these guys are actually solid.
Well, they are solid.
Yeah.
I only see.
They're all solid. All the hordes are solid.
Right. So you can lose against me, but wouldn't beat him. That's a good solution. Okay, I really don't want to spend 2 pips to move his happy ass. And it's a knight.
When I bought them, they only came as they looked like fast. What I want to do is when I get my Huns or the hand
That's
done,
1.
I want to paint them up as solid
You
and
mean
switch
if?
them. Switch the hordes.
Who's going to paint for you?
Oh, I'll find somebody someday.
You want me to paint for you?
Nope.
Okay.
Keep going.
All right. It's going to cost you ammo.
Byzantine.
Okay, I spend a pip there, but now this guy and that guy, he'll still be 2. These guys would cost 1. I really don't want him back there, but shit happens. So I could form a column with this guy, hit this guy, I'm turning me and then I get past him, but that's putting 3 guys out there in the open where he just loved to devour them. That's not a winning solution. All right, let's do this. That's 1.
I mean, see, this is the thing I can't come back because they don't have enough shooters, and everything
2.
is slow. But I wanted to play them. I would play these guys in the local.
3.
Scared of the chariot, are you?
Oh, hell yeah. 4, 5. Shootings. We'll double up on that pikeman again. Ting! Nope, still didn't find it. Same roll.
Yep.
Okay, you're up.
Those rustic guys you're doing for them,
Yeah?
those are the guys I did, which are very similar to them. That's the Serbian horde.
These are Kurdistan figures?
Yep.
Oh, I don't recognize them. They look cool.
They are the ones labeled as
Horde.
Rustic, murderous
rustics.
Yes, that's it.
Murderous rustics.
So they have like
They-
rusty weapons. So
No,
like,
they're-
you tie them.
They're Eastern European rednecks.
You been come out here, boy.
Oh, come on. You come around here.
You look pretty good in those jeans, boy.
Let's see if we can do something. All right. Ha! Hooray! I'm finally moving. The army's waking up.
Do what?
You want us to fight somebody? Okay, from here.
It should be in a line.
Mm-hmm.
Falling all over themselves.
Falling all over.
Gooey.
Come.
No, all right.
Trying to quit?
Now, I know what I want to do, but unfortunately I can't do it because the wrong guy's in the wrong position. I'll move the chariot there, but chariot can't go through him, can it?
Nope.
No. Because I want to move him to the side
Well,
there.
he might be able to, but he's got to do it at the same angle he's at.
Mm-hmm.
I think Mountain can go through Savoy. We'll look that up anyways.
All right.
But he'll have to align and then go through. And with a movement of 3, that's probably going to be a deal breaker. Hey, quick. Can Maurer go through Saloy?
They're
Yes, right?
same facing.
Moving?
Same facing.
Well, duh. Everybody can.
Yeah.
They can, right?
Yeah. But they have to be the same facing.
Mounted element can pass through Saloy. Saloy can pass through any friends. So yes.
Okay.
But you'd have to align and then go through like that.
Does that have to go through like that?
You'd have to turn and then go through, go all the way through, and then go wherever you want it to.
Okay. So I'd have to.
So let's mark where he is.
Mm-hmm.
So you would have to align with him, which is going to consume about 1 1/3.
Okay.
Okay, and then you would be like so.
Mm-hmm.
But you're going to have to, I assume you want to go through him here.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to have to do another one. So you're just shy of 2.
Okay.
And then you got 1 more movement,
All right. Yeah. So
and you're not going to be able to clear him.
You wanna move
It's
it
just
first?
easier to move him out of the way.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm trying to get some support, but
Yeah.
all right. So if I have this guy, just move to the sides and have the chariot goes
Can
straight.
the chariot reach?
Yeah, chariot. It was within 3.
Okay.
So we'll have him. Since I can't move to there,
No.
Correct.
It's like, oh, you want to go there?
so
but
I
you
want to go to here.
Yeah, for later.
For
Mhm.
later.
Mm-hmm.
I'll move the chariot to here.
Okay.
Yep.
That's 2.
Move the.
Yeah, so it doesn't cost him a -1 on him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because we've seen Saloy destroy a chariot before.
Yep.
That's why I got him the hell out of the way.
It'll be interesting. It'll be a 3 to 4.
And then
1 left. An unusual game.
Yep.
That's good. That's what we want. See, he already figured out if he goes in here what kind of a scenario is going to play out. So like, we'll do a different scenario.
Uh-huh.
You know, that'll keep me from shooting at the pikeman.
do something.
Okay, so the shootings is
Yep.
yeah.
So I need a, and I'm targeting on that one. So that'll be
Okay. It's 2 to 1. Popped him.
We'll start with this one here, where I'm heavy chariots 3, general 4.
Right.
You're Saloy 2.
Up
you're
to 3.
Up to 3.
Okay. Look at that. Well, I don't kill you.
Just push them.
No, that's just. I rolled a 2 and a 1. I'm going through these phases where.
Ha ha!
Yeah.
And 2 to 2.
Correct, because the flankers don't matter. Because we're even. And that killed him.
Golly,
Yeah, you rolled. That's bad.
Roll 1, 2, 2, 1.
Pips. And
Nope.
I rolled a way above average on pips.
I rolled 1, 2.
Well, don't let
3,
Mitch leave again.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. I've already rolled 5 ones.
Sounds like broken dice.
Come on, man. You can clinch it right here.
Nah, I'm not going to do that. Even Luke wouldn't do that. Well, maybe he would. He does stupid shit like that. He's here. Yep. So, 10. And I have 5. I'm going to move.
Default die for the second game. These guys don't want to improve.
I'm going to move this guy. Make sure I can get to that. Put him back where he is. I want to avoid having to put a guy here if I don't want to. Well, I'd like to be past his front edge, so not an issue for him. Let's find out. Let's put his final location here. At minimum, I need to be a smidge past him to give him a -1. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So that corner can get there. That one can't. Okay? So then, my other alternative then is, and you're part of a group, am I too close to wheel and wheel back? I think so. I think I'm going to have to spend 2 pips. So he goes there, and he goes behind him. Because if I do this, he doesn't give him a -2. And I can't do that. And I don't want to do this because I get a -1 here.
Mm-hmm.
So my best alternative is do a 3-2.
Okay, so that's 2.
Okay, that's 2. Because they have crazy command distance. think I'm going to get that lucky again.
You need to cry out, thunder, thunder.
Shh. That's him over here. He's hidden from view. His ugliness. He's like the man in the iron mask. I like to see my tooth. No, King, stay down there. Eat another rutabaga.
Can we get a faceplate for him? Oh, man.
Okay. The sliding jokers. Wow. You gotta move him out of the way. Yeah. 1, 2. Okay, you're just shy of him. No. Four. It's the Moldavian way. Doubling up here.
Hold on.
Oh, yeah. Turn to face.
I gotta do this before you run me over.
2 to 2.
Oh, I didn't
You guys
die.
roll ones every time. But see, I've rolled the ones where it didn't matter. It's
No,
not what you roll, it's also
You rolled
when
it.
you
You
roll.
rolled a 2 or a 3 when you killed my bow.
Oh. Well,
Now
over
when you
here.
drove these guys back. 3 to 2.
Lock.
Lock.
Right.
And these guys are locked too. By the front one.
Huzzah! Huzzah! We can do something for a change. Besides get run over and stampeded.
So keep this in mind. If you flee the front guy when they're supporting like that, he dies. Just saying.
Yeah, but there's one small problem with that. I have to beat him on something. I haven't beaten him on any rolls yet.
Actually, it'd be a time that you'd want to lose the slow so he could fall behind.
Good. Good. That's 1.
That's 1. Two, 3.
2, 3. You want to be in line with them?
I'm not in line with them yet.
Okay. You might as well be linked up right there. So yeah, you might as well be linked there.
Yeah.
You're a group. You're linked up with the front of this guy.
It should be should be just a little bit back because it was 20 centimeters or 20 millimeters.
What I'm saying is if you end so that you're corner to corner here, you'll be able to move forward if you wanted to for the 2 pips. I don't know. It might come in handy. You want to be up there with him?
I can't get up there because I wasn't up there to start with. They were 20. See, because he's 20 back because he got driven back. And these
If you
are
want to move
15s.
these guys to the full, then yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if I don't move them to the full, they're just going to sit there and get picked apart. So I got to do something before you run away from me again, and I can't do a whole lot of anything. What can I do?
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
What these? A heavy Saloy army is cool.
Oh, the Sloys.
Yeah, they're cool.
As long as you got terrain.
Now, if you
Yeah. Yo, you have to have terrain, sure.
if these guys move, do they have to turn to move away, or can they just move?
So
straight
his
back?
option is move straight back from the way you're facing, or turn towards him.
So if I turn them, that would be
Well, you have to do them individually. Because whatever you do with this front guy, if you turn that way, you gotta move this guy out of the way to be able to do some stuff with him.
You don't want to be 3 deep because of the front.
Well, that's not true. Okay, that's not true. They're there. Okay, this front edge is even with him. So these guys can amoeba over. You know, you can do that as long as you.
But you don't want to be stacked 3 deep.
No, don't
Yeah, you don't want to be
Guys
stacked 3 deep.
But if they say I want to get one of these guys out of the way,
Yep.
Okay.
would he go back this
Yeah.
way?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay. So he'll move to there.
There you go. Now turn the other guy in.
And now the other guy will turn.
Because if you lose, the Saloy could recoil through.
But not if you're that far away.
You gotta be next to him.
Yeah,
next
you want to be
to
right
him?
behind him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
you can choose recoil all the way through.
We'll go with that.
Okay. Shooting. He has to shoot there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to throw in with him as well.
Okay.
2 to 2 on a lead guy.
No
Nothing. 1 combat.
3 to 2.
3 to 2.
3 to 2. And I will
Recoil.
recoil through him, right?
Yep. And he's going to be 20 mil right there.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Pips.
Jeez.
He's not locked down.
No, can't do anything about that.
I want to move back in such a way that my front, you'll have to go into bad going to contact him. But I want to move him back also and still be able to shoot. Because, for instance, these guys can't move as a group, but they are a group.
Yeah.
So you can't hit one and pull him out. So I'm going to recoil this, I'm going to move this guy back for 1 about there. And I'll move him back for 1 about there. And part of it is within 20, so I'll still be able to shoot out. 1, 2.
Excuse me.
Three. Four.
This is where you feel like you bring an army and you got the completely wrong army for the battle.
5. 6.
Because I can't do anything to them.
Well, that's why I say you don't want to stack all your pikes. I would have went like forefront and 2 in the back.
Even with that,
Like
it
one
doesn't
flank.
matter because
That's
this
weird.
army's so slow compared to his army. He can.
We push
2
them
to
in the
2
corner,
shooting
we
here.
gotta fight.
Ting! Recoil.
You see, this is the other thing: is a couple bad things, and haven't really rolled that great on pips, and now.
That would be a good time.
Well, even now the problem is, I bet I can't even. They can make contact. They can't even make contact with him.
You
now.
don't want to. You don't want to go in the woods with them.
Actually, the way it works is, if you could, this is a weird thing. Let's say these guys weren't here, and you wanted to move this guy, even though your movement takes you into bad going, you still get the free slide.
Yep.
But you don't want to fight them in the bad going.
No.
So
Because you'd be a 1 to his 2,
Yeah.
and if he overlaps you, it's a 2 to 0.
Yeah.
So you don't want to go in there.
Yep. So I'm trying to think what I can do. 'Cause I
You
can't.
want to either hit him in the flank, either want to get this column up to hit him this way, or those guys are juicy right there if you can tie them down and make them run out of room.
Well, let's see if the pips even give me.
That's the deal. It all depends on
Okay, so I
you can do
have
all
some
kinds of
pips.
things.
So even if I move him, he could just run him right one away because I can't
Well,
contact
that's
anybody.
fine. He's gonna run out of room sooner or later.
or pips,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, there'll be a time where you get close enough and he rolls a 1 and then, hello, we're gonna
So
close
I
the
take-
door.
One. And move him.
And their rear rank isn't going to help. I mean, only
Right.
of my troops that the rear rank is going to help you
Bows
with is
and
these
then-
guys in the open,
Mm-hmm.
Bows and
The
the
horde.
him, and
And
him.
not.
Yeah.
So you might as well
So
open
that's
them
why
up.
that's why I would have went 4 across the front and 2 in the back and
Yeah.
plug them where you want.
See if I can lock him down.
The slow can.
We did do an event at one time where somebody brings an army, and whoever loses, the winner of that one has to use the losing army in the next battle.
Ooh, that'd be interesting.
You know. Just watch out if you enter his threat zone, because then you have to react to him. So just avoid that.
Just avoid the there.
And you can get there.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, just avoid that. So he's not locking anybody down, but he's there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I like these solo heavy armies.
As long as you get it.
Well, here the thing is that
When it's open ground, it's not so fun.
well, you know, honestly, the terrain, it was kind of nice that both of these stuck together.
Yeah.
You know. I don't know how many that is. 2?
Two. Yeah.
Okay.
Two. Can you get to there? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're getting there.
3?
You're starting to box them in. Yep. Get that guy up there to help later.
4. But there isn't a tomorrow. There won't be with that attitude.
But now it's like
That's
it's
4.
gonna be hard for the light horse to go forward. They're either gonna have to go back or start getting closed doors on them. Yeah.
That's within 2?
Might
Yeah.
not be.
should be. He was up here because he was one up. It should be one up
Oh, you
on
got it there.
Yeah.
Yep. You're fine there.
Okay.
You have one left. 1, 2, 3,
Three,
4, 5.
Yeah, one left. So the horde can't move.
Correct.
But I think what I will do is
Oh, you know, if I build a lot of Saloy heavy armies, they pay quicker.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I'm not excited to do stuff like medieval French. It's just a bunch of like solid troops. That I already got troops that are like that. You know? Well, the herald would be cool, but that's about it. You know that I've got all the knowledge for a Lithuanian army.
Oh, really? What about all the
Bow?
dismounts?
None. And it just feels dirty. It feels dirty to have light horse dismount or no fast bow. It just seems dirty. They should dismount into Saloy. It doesn't seem right.
I was at one convention where a guy had them, and they, I don't know.
I know, but it just doesn't. It doesn't sound. It just doesn't look right.
I suppose they were having a hard time because I had artillery. So they were kind of scared.
Yeah, that's a bad day for them. Oh, so now you like artillery?
I'm just saying I had an artillery. I had a stone thrower.
Folks, that means no, he still does not like artillery.
I'm just saying it was a pain in their butt. Just as much as...
So do you like solid auxilia more than artillery?
No, I like artillery better. At least I can sit there and do something.
That's right. When they don't move, they actually could do something.
Yes.
There's a chance they could do something. All right. I don't have anybody in my threat zone, so I can shoot at anybody I want. So I could continue and fire at that guy again, or I don't think I want to recoil him. I think I'm going to combine on that pikeman. 2 to 2.
Push.
Nope, just pushed him. Yeah, you could do that. It just pushes them both back.
Yeah.
You can explain that to people. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, they don't recoil through. Well, if that was a pike general, we couldn't do that.
Yeah, he's just a pikeman.
That's it, right?
Yep, that's it. That's all I can do.
Pip pip. I gotta do that. I gotta do that. And it's gonna cost 2. Is that gonna eat my pips up? No. That's 2. Now I could throw him in a close combat, and it would be a 2 to 2 with a quick kill on you. But I'm risking my bow.
Risking it from what?
The question is, can he slide over there and get it? I don't think so. I don't think so, because I gotta align with you, and then I get the free slide. I can't just hit with a corner, assuming I move him out of the way. I can't hit with a corner and come over. I've got to align to this, to the minimum of this. I have to align, and then I get the free slide. So no. No, I'm not prepared to do that. That's 2. move him out of the way. Four. And you want to come back into a group if you can, because that allows you to do other things if you need to. He'll turn to face.
Yep.
I can still fire one guy here, or I can come. No, I can't because there's less than 20 there. I'm just going to combine on the horde. 2 to 2.
Nothing.
No. If you were fast and I was solid, I would recoil you, but we're not. One combat. I'm a 3, and so are you. You recoil, and I come up. You're not.
I can't even. I still can't even do it.
You aren't building the Albanians?
No, no. I was just doing enough for the allies.
I may build the Albanians at some point then. Hooked on this Eastern Europe thing.
The thing is, if I knew you were going to play these guys, I would have played these guys. This is just no fun of a game because I can't do anything. Anytime I try to get close to you, you can run away from me because everything in your army is faster than my army. I can't even close the door.
If I have a lot of pips every bound, yeah, I'm pretty much going to be pretty flighty. Yep. Yep.
That's about all I really can do there. Because Saloy can't kill Light Horse. I have nothing that can
they
kill.
can.
Saloy can kill
Yeah.
Light Horse?
Yep.
Okay. It's probably a bad move. We'll move him there. I can't close the door, but
No,
I
but
can.
you give him -1.
Give him
It's a
-1.
2 to 1. You kill me with a 2 to 1.
So that's 1, 2, 3. I got one more left.
Move the general, so all that costs 1. Wow, how'd you do that? I want to be like you.
It's 4.
There we go.
Yep.
You could get a kill there. Shots on the horde. Fa-ting! Not with that.
I'm using up the 6s now. That's not good.
2 combats.
I'll do the 3 to 2.
Popped them, and you advance 20. The Great Unwashed popped.
And a 2 to 1 over
You
there.
could win that one. Well, you can also get killed. I'm a 5, and you're a 3. So you recall. Pips. Good. I might have done something stupid if I got too high. Well, you know, the first thing I think of is just form these guys in a column, head in the front, and get this guy to close the door.
Mm-hmm.
But if I roll a 1 in close combat,
Yeah, not good.
and I flee, I pop.
Yeah,
And if we tie or something, he comes around and closes them both.
kills them both.
So-
Well, if you tie, he dies because you recoil.
Yeah,
Because I'm
Yep.
solid.
yeah. Well, they have to flee.
Flee.
They have to flee.
Yeah,
Kills
flee.
the front guy. So double kills the front guy if they're doubled up.
All right, we have 2. It's almost time to get this guy in action.
Thunder! Thunder! Hey, Lino!
Wow, wasn't expecting you to actually see me.
Hey, it's like it was right up there with. It's like with He-Man, man. They're all on the same button almost.
No, that one was okay.
See? He-Man.
I gotta spend one to move him back.
Oh, the good old
And I'm
pilot.
watching this and I'm, man, I should have played my Serbs instead. At least the Serbs would have made it a game instead of this. I just feel so completely helpless because I can't do anything.
No, you just gotta.
You gotta
I
save
like-
all your energy to beat him.
I like pikes. It's just that you gotta when you got stuff you can't.
I just know he was going to play. Oh, we'll play lots of Saloy and lots of light horses. Like, oh, great.
You
It's gonna
got
be
you
one
got to
of those
come up
games.
with ways to lock them down so they can close the door on them.
Yeah, the thing is, if you want to lock him down, I can't come to grips with him. He just runs away from me.
They have to stop sooner or later.
It's my second. Double up on the horde.
Nope.
Nope. Another 6. Not going to get through.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you're up.
Now, if I contact them, so they move to contact them,
Mm-hmm.
it won't pull them out of the woods.
They're a group right now,
They're a group right now.
so they're not going to get pulled out because they're a group.
Even if I hit them on the side like that,
Well,
you turn,
okay, if you hit them on the side,
Mhm.
like if you do this,
take that guy, hit him like that, hit him like that.
yes, he'll turn to face.
Okay.
Except he's locked down. You can't just do that.
See, can't even do anything to him.
Got to win somewhere else.
I keep bringing up reserves to spread out.
The Beauty and the Beast, and it's not the beauty.
Don't know if it's good or bad, but we're going to try this out. One.
Your hordes are tough. Got a lot of guys in there.
Take the guys that are already stuck and hold them up. Take some more arrows.
Still not. I want to move the general up in here, but I got to get the pike out of the way.
Blow that horn.
So move him to there,
Yep. Get up there.
and then I'll bring the chariot general over to here. My 3.
Okay. Shootings. Double up on the lead pike now. Nope. That's a 5. People are like,
Okay.
hey, have Joe roll on the table. I'll tell you guys what it is. Hey, there's an empty chair. You guys can come and join us. Pips. All both. All both. Okay. All these guys are 1. These 2 are also, he costs double. He costs an additional 1. Jeez, rocket skates. There are 4 versus mounted. That's my 2.
We're not like
Not locked
okay.
out. Combine on the pikeman again. Recall you.
So let's put him here. Get the standard guy back up front.
Okay, you're up.
I'm up. One thing I got.
Run.
About that.
They're about ready to jump you, boy.
Let's get over here away from them.
Ooh, nice city.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
come
one.
over and take a look.
Can't. I'm gonna get tired
Why
of
is-
walking up that staircase.
why is Why is that top full of red? Seems to be running down like candle wax.
There's no way Luke would be able to resist that. He'd have to go in there.
Yeah.
It's been a long game.
Yep. 2. I can't move to contact him because of the knight.
Because of the threat zone. Yep.
Mm-hmm. One, 2. Him. There.
One left.
I like that Albanian army. They can have Kandata allies too.
Ooh.
I do that. Okay.
Shootings. I want to shoot this guy there. 4 to 4. Nope. Here to there. Nope. Pips.
There is a 1 on that die, isn't there? 'Cause
There
I
is.
haven't seen a 1
Yeah,
yet.
it's the bow shot.
It goes from 5s to 2s. Now it's going back to 5s for pips. It's consistent. The question is when he goes on those
Watch
2s,
this.
that's when you gotta go.
These two. To hit him first. Bam. Slides him over.
And see, and there's nothing I can do to stop him.
I would have
Two.
brought that Soloi up earlier.
Well, I only had so many pips. I wanted to get them in a line, so if he brought the knight up, I at least have some support on him.
I wasn't worried about my general getting up there.
That's the only thing I got that can do anything to him, hardly.
No, the pikes can fight that general. They can kill him.
2. This is going to cost 2 pips.
The good thing is it's only a 2-2, so if you can win it,
3.
You'll trap that one.
3. Yeah, he's in trouble if we don't
He's
win.
in trouble if they don't win. He's in trouble.
2 left.
Because of the 2, you can close the door on that guy. So in a way, maybe you're just trying to trap Tony into coming up. We'll find out.
That's a half. And then bring him back like a half. And then do the same thing with him.
Wait, I thought you're going 1 too many.
Oh, because this costs 2.
Yep.
This costs 2. Okay, then where was this?
Well, you've already
It cost you 2 to do that.
Yeah, I knew that. I didn't realize this cost. This was 2 over here.
Yeah.
Where was it? Here?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got 1 left right now.
Is it? He was like that? He was even?
Yeah, they were together, yeah.
And these were
You're back
recalled
slightly a little
Okay,
bit.
that's right. I know where the edge was.
Yeah.
Like
A little bit more. Yeah.
Like that.
Right there. There you
Okay.
go. There you go.
So I'm going to keep him then where he's at. Because he'll be able to shoot at him. Okay? And I'm going to cock this guy. I may not be able to do it. Because I can move 1. My pass is back edge. Yeah. Okay. I'll be able to shoot at him. But, and I got to be, I got to have a smidge. So if something bad happens, I have a tiny little bit of a recoil. Okay.
So
I want to get 2 shots on him.
So is his whole front out of there? Of the bow?
No.
Oh, bummer. Because if this whole front edge is out, you could slam him with the pike and it'd be a 6-2. And if you double him, he's dead. But and you won't even go into the woods. But the bad thing is you're tied down with 2 guys looking at him.
Okay. Doubling up here. That's a 4-3. Get him.
Live.
Recoil them.
Which for you, that's a major victory.
That's here.
When you can't catch anybody.
Well, there's something that. Too bad you're. Because see, now he broke his thing with those bow. If you hit the outside guy, he'd have to conform to you. He's not a group anymore. If you can hit him.
Yeah, but I can't.
If you had a group.
Is he at this funky angle? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No other shooting? I'm a 2. You're also a 2.
You lived! You lived!
I recoil. I'm going to recoil 40. I'm going to recoil 30. If I recoil 40, there's a time.
I see.
Okay. If I recoil 40, there's no way that he can get in the front
Close
of him.
the door. No, he can get it to the front. He just won't be able to close the door then.
He can't contact him to the front because it'll be too far to move.
Oh, at 40? He can't touch him at 40?
Well, no, it should be 40.
No. He can.
Yeah.
He can. So there's no point in doing that if I don't have a recoil. If that's where you're at, I have a smidge of a recoil. So I'm going to do that.
But then the other thing is that he can't close the door then, isn't that it?
Right, but
That would be why I'd do it, is so they couldn't close the door.
well, I think it's just easier to make him roll a 1 right now.
Well, it'd take 2 turns to kill that guy. Because you can
I'm
trap
still in
him.
his threat zone, right?
You can
You can
turn
choose
him.
I
either
can
one.
go get him and have the Saloy move up and close the door.
Well, the problem
the
is
slow
because he
doesn't
moves so
fit.
far back, he won't fit. That's the problem. But it takes 2 turns because you could recoil him, and then he can't get away from you. Then he's stuck there.
Right.
So he can't get away from that pike. Then he's stuck. If you go into him.
Just roll big.
Yeah, that's the deal. You gotta roll big.
A lot of it depends on your pips.
I think I know I'd do if I didn't roll one.
What would you roll?
I think I'd still do.
What would you roll?
Oh, I hope I roll a 3.
Well, that's a reroll. I was just about to say, I'd still push him in.
Yeah. But the bad thing is then you're gonna give up this guy over here.
Mitch, the problem is anything I do, he can outmaneuver me because he's faster than me on all points,
No,
and I
it's
can't
just,
pin anybody
it's
down.
just that one is a bad timing here right now. There's things to do, but it's bad timing.
I don't think I have a choice. I've got to do that
I think that's the move. I
Because-
think that's the move.
Yeah.
because I've got to kill something. I mean,
Now
it's
here's the thing.
2-0.
If you double me, I flee and I pop.
Yeah, because you won't be able to flee.
I won't be able to. I won't. Yeah, I
You
can't,
can't
go
go
anywhere.
down the side of the...
I can't. Well, I can't go up.
You don't
right,
have a
exactly.
room. You don't
Correct.
have room to flee.
Correct. So,
Because you have to be able to turn, right?
well, I turn and I go.
You can't turn.
Yeah, a flea's gonna kill me.
Yeah.
So
Do your
I
shooting.
wonder if anybody else has ever run into that one.
probably. I'm gonna shoot the general again. Nope. Let's
And a 4 to 2.
Because if I could have gotten a little bit more, I would probably
Oh, I
have moved
know.
him in there.
I know.
Well, don't lose this one.
He did
Nope.
flee.
Yeah, I killed one. Hooray! I got a
You
point.
killed 2. The one just
Horde
didn't
doesn't
count.
count.
You just don't count.
Horde don't count.
Hey, they got mobs.
Lots of moms. Wait, they might all be one the same mother.
We're going to have to bust this family
See,
up.
this is what's killing me is that he's rolled good pips the whole game, and I've rolled,
I know, I've had it happen.
and now
I
he's
know.
got everything he needs.
I only
Perfect.
roll like crap when I have a good army, like the Hungarian.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
this is 6. It's 5.
Mm-hmm.
So I have 3 more past that. So both of these are in. I need 2 more kills. So here's 1.
Let's see how you can get 2 without
Here's 2.
the greatest of ease.
Well, it's only 2 to 1. It's 50. It's kind of 50-50. It's up in the air.
Like you just don't care.
It's up in the air.
Like you just don't care.
Yeah.
See, I need him to roll 1 so I can get a chance
I
to do
know,
something.
to
but
jump on him.
Golly, hey. I think with Tony in this battle, it's like he's frothing in the mouth. He's got so many targets, but he can't kill everything. Fast
I don't know
enough.
about frothing him out. I got to be careful.
Yeah.
You know, it's not.
He doesn't. Your pike are still high numbers. He's got low numbers that you can't kill. So he's still got
What
a
I'm
problem.
doing.
He still has a problem.
What I'm doing seems really easy, but
He's got
this has
low-
helped a lot. And the fact that it's not my first rodeo has helped a lot.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you give a new player this army,
They wouldn't know what to do.
it wouldn't know what to do. Yeah, well, you gotta.
Because you got low
This
numbers.
is this is paper tiger.
You got low numbers trying to kill high numbers. Of course, the high numbers.
I
that
think
aren't
we
trying
need to
kill
spend
him.
1 on this guy, getting him to turn. And that's going to help lock that back guy down. Which may not matter. I think we'll move another guy here. That'll help lock the front guy down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and give him a -1. So that'll be a 2 to 2.
If you win, the horde will follow him.
Yeah, the horde follows
They
everybody.
follow everything.
Yeah, they do. That's how they roll. Is that front pike locked down by this guy? He's not. So right now, these two guys are going to be having to react to them. They can't do anything with a bow. Interesting. That's 4. 2 left. He's in danger Will Robinson mode. That's a 2 to 3. I could get it. No, he's useless. He can't go over there. He can't go over there. I'm fine not spending pips here. I can shoot at him or him and not spend anything. Excuse you. I definitely want to do something with him. One left. If I lock him down, I don't really gain anything. Right
Why
now.
would you let me on? You move 2 to 1 to be speed wise.
And I don't want to contact him in the rear because that's just getting into that. Do I even want to use the last one? I like where the general is. Yeah. He's like in the perfect place. I'm gonna leave him. I'm gonna burn the last one. I'm gonna burn the last one. We're gonna shoot at the general. For the 3. Fa-ting! No effect.
You gotta dress up the column. Yeah, he goes behind that other guy. There you go.
Let's fight the horde. 2 to 2.
No,
Dead.
he was dead.
Well, of course, I knew that was going to happen. I knew he was going to kill the horde. He was going to win this battle. And I thought he was going to go and
Well, I
kill.
haven't won that
The
battle
horde,
yet.
the horde doesn't
2 to
count
1.
though.
Now I won
See,
that battle.
I mean,
But I've seen this happen so many times where the guy attacking dies
Mm-hmm.
because they're really low numbers. You're right.
I don't think if I can even do anything to you. I don't think I can, because they can't kill a Saloy. Jeez. And are we locked down? No. Can't even do that.
Do you have an army that's like this? Your Numidians would probably be the closest,
Yeah, the Midian.
but they don't have a lot of Saloy.
The Babylonians are kind of wimpy.
Do you have an army that has a lot of Saloy?
Oh yeah. Oh, the Pergamenes, man.
You like them, don't you?
I like them the old way better. Nowadays, if I fight them because they have 7 Soloi.
Yeah,
So I was
that's
fighting
a
with
bit.
an ally.
You got my 2 over there?
You have to have an ally with them if I fight
okay.
them. I mean, for Soloi silliness, they're
You
fine.
can't do anything anywhere else. See, if I move them over, there's just isolating them to get killed. I can't move over to engage him. Oh, why not? Can't get anything else to go right to me.
could happen. You could kill him. It figures I would lose the game with this army because a knight died. Not a knight fan.
His favorite nightmare.
Okay. Well, now we don't get to shoot there. Now we'll shoot at the pikeman.
Okay.
2-2. Nope.
One combat.
5 and 4.
I'm a 5. I'm a 5 down to a 4, and you're a 5. Look.
I am a 10.
Got him.
See?
Got him.
I told you. That's how I lose. Goddamn knights.
General's got charged.
An army with no goddamn knights.
Okay, so I would go up like that.
Wow.
I told you. It's a knights.
There's his
I hate
weakness,
knights.
folks. Go after his knight general.
Yeah. I hate knights.
That was the only choice you really had with
It's
2
nice.
bits. It's like,
Oh, it worked. Now the trap.
Now
line's
if I roll a 1, I don't move. You get to go again. Okay. Two things get to move regardless of distance.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to kill quick. This thing defends as a 4. So that's not really a winner. How long is this? Man, it's over an hour and a half. Been a good battle. It's getting a nail biter. Yeah, because that's 3 elements killed.
At least it
This guy
didn't
doesn't
all
count.
take place on the big hill.
At least what?
It didn't all be fought on the big hill.
Oh, over
It
here?
switched to the other side of the battlefield.
I can do 2 things. All right. All right. Well, I know what it's going to involve. The question is, can I get 2 guys to do that? And I may not be able to do that because you have to make perfect contact. If not, we got to do it another way. I got to make perfect contact on the rear. I don't think I'm going to be able to. I want to contact him in the rear, get him to turn to face, and then shoot this guy in the front. He won't have a recoil, and this guy also have a recoil. That's 2 chances to kill you. But I may not be able to do it. I'm too far away. Because you don't get a free slide on the rear. So he can't do it. This guy can't do it either, and he's not behind him. So I can't contact you on the rear. So, the other thing I can do is I move him into here, into that position, okay? And I move another guy, obviously he's not 20 millimeters deep, to this. Can I get anybody to go there? No? Yes. So it's this one here, that one there. Then what will happen is you'll turn to face there. You still won't be that recoil situation. That's the best I can do. Without spending an hour looking at it. I mean, there may be another way.
That's exactly what I thought. It says, yep, I know what he can do.
Well,
and there's nothing I can do to stop it.
I'd like to do it from the rear, but it's so hard to get that rear thing. It was this guy, wasn't it?
No.
It was this guy.
The other guy.
Yeah. No, it was this guy. This is the guy that could do it.
Okay.
This is the guy. Yeah, this is the guy that could do it. The other guy couldn't do it.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. So he turns the face. It's still not a foregone conclusion.
They're all 2-2s.
Because the bow hasn't worked yet.
They're all 2-2s.
2-2.
You got
Got him.
And shot him down.
and
2-2 here.
yep.
No, they'll recoil it.
And the pike doesn't follow.
That when I needed
close.
when I needed him to roll bad, he never rolled bad the whole time.
It's because my knight was out of action.
Yeah, you got
Keep all my knights out of action.
I'm gonna go head hunting.
Those Byzantines. The Byzantines I'm building.
Mm-hmm.
No knights.
They'll turn out to be your best army ever.
God, I hate knights. I love painting knights, but man, the way they behave. All right, this is a complicated score. What is
It's
it?
pretty easy.
No. It's got weird shit on it.
4 and a horde.
Okay, so
And
it's 1, 4 plus horde to this is the complicated one. 2G plus horde. Okay. All right, Mitch, you're up.
All right.
Woo! That's the longest game with a.
Well, we're back, but it's the B list. I like.
He's
I
playing
like
it-
to
It's
call
got to
him-
be a
He's
fairly
playing
quick
the
one.
same army.
I like to call him Sui, but everybody else says no.
It's Sway.
Sweat.
It's got to be a pretty quick game
The American version is Sui.
because it's already 8:30.
Okay, hurry up and lose, Mitch.
Well, I'm aggression 3.
7.
Your house.
My house.
Which
This
you're
is
airborne,
airborne.
right?
Just for the record, Dracula's never won.
Oh,
But Lino died.
Dracula's never.
So he does fight like a pussy.
Big or small?
One of each.
You know how big the big ones are, right?
Yeah.
They're huge.
Or give me a second one. We have
Which
the
one are you
Gentle
thinking?
Hill.
The Gentle Hill? Gentle.
Be gentle.
Gentle.
And a road.
Do it. You want your. Do your.
The sexy?
Sexy
Sexy road.
Bring out the sexy.
And it's durable as shit, too. And you can beat people with it.
Ooh.
Don't get excited.
I got a feeling I know what's
Don't
going
get
on
excited.
in this house.
You're going to have a feeling.
A goose.
It's going to be more than a feeling.
So, for the folks at home, I'm doing 320B.
Sway.
Shway.
How many horde you got?
Or American. Sui. Oh, half the army.
American? That's a language?
Yeah,
It is for people across the pond.
that's right. Let's take this side.
God, did I mention I hate
Line,
knights?
line that up. I think it's lined up. Double check it.
You don't know how to line it up?
Just double check.
Line it up. Lined up.
Lined up?
Done. Done. Lined up. No more of these.
No, I'm good right now.
You constipated enough?
Yeah. Still got the wall.
One walled city versus another walled city. We don't have a city.
We just want this
like-
wall.
Go build fortification over there.
We got a wall. Wall of doom.
Build a wall.
Build a wall.
Build it.
And they won't come.
You have an artillery piece?
Yeah, man.
Wow. Who are you again?
Sweet.
No, I mean, oh, Mitch
Yeah.
with an artillery piece.
Yeah.
Are those fast horde?
They're really slow.
Oh, they're supposed to be
They're
slow.
supposed to be slow. When, like I was trying to say earlier,
You're going to confuse people.
when I do that other army, it's going to have the solids, and I'm switching them.
Yeah. I'll paint it
Because
for
the
you.
other,
You want me to
army,
paint that
I
army
told
for
you
you?
stick
Are they still over here?
stick to the plan.
Are they still over here?
But to stay out of them, you got other things to do.
I do have other things to do. But you know the best thing about Asian armies?
Oh, do tell.
You get to do funny voices when you play. them.
Oh,
That is the best
So you
part
have
about it.
what? Cataphract General.
cataphract general, another cataphract, a knight,
God,
artillery, 2 fast bow, and all slow hordes.
You could rape all that
Slow
stuff.
hordes.
Those guys can't get away.
Get away! And the other thing about this army, they all got to be in the battle line. They can't be spread out.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
We got to keep them together. You know, they'll find other ideas and things to do.
Yeah.
It'd take me a year to paint all these guys.
All right, we'll go with that.
All right.
Would this be a good place to tell people that
Well,
you're
the
looking for a
saloon?
painter?
Solid pike, solid pike, solid pike, solid bow, solid pike, solid pike, solid pike, solid horde, 2 Saloy, and the heavy chariot general.
That was the first combat the general got into, didn't it? He lost, and he rolled a 1. No. He does have that kind of face.
Yep, see?
Meow.
Mm-hmm.
What's his house look like? A litter box?
So I get a knight. Cataphract, fastbow, artillery, cataphract general. 6 solid hordes.
No, I wonder if it's Rutabaga season.
Let's find out.
The answer is
Oh, no bok choy for you.
No bok choy.
Oh wait, this isn't your land, right?
my land.
Mm-hmm. Need to paint that thing up.
I see that.
Yeah.
You got dinged.
Got fatinged.
You got pating.
So, to move the horde costs
Nothing.
nothing on the first turn because of he's on the river.
It costs nothing every turn, as long as you move full.
Yes, I move as fast as my fat, chubby legs can move me.
Okay? You still have 6.
Still have 6.
Mhm.
So we'll move this line ahead.
That's a good place to put artillery, elephants, stuff like that.
Oh, I put my artillery in the wrong spot?
You don't want to put your artillery that's blocked by a hill.
That's why I gave him the hill. I'm like, you can have the hill.
You did the right thing, not sit up there.
Mm-hmm.
I'll move these guys to here. And we'll go ahead and move the general to there. That's it.
All right. Hey!
Done. And you know what? That is the right move.
Yep.
It's
It
either that or
costs too
expand.
much.
Either that or expand that.
Hey, I got time to do that later.
Oh,
I don't want to
mouthy.
I don't want to spend the pips over there.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It costs
Okay.
double later.
Back to you, Joe. Oh, you got a shot.
Oh, I guess I do.
Uncle Artie
Let's
is within
shoot.
range, isn't he?
Yeah. I'm gonna shoot. Oh no, I'm gonna shoot your bow guy. 4 to 2.
Roll big, Joe. No.
And back to you.
You guys don't
Oh,
listen.
hey. The bow in this army suck. You know why? Every single game, they get killed in the first shot typically because they roll 1s.
Start putting them in the camp.
I would start.
Put them in the camp.
Hey, let's stay behind the horde.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Well, hey, the horde can move.
Yep, that's free.
Is it free or does it still cost
free.
1?
It's free. But you have to move their full movement. No? They're chasing an ice cream truck.
I'm getting tired. Oh no, they're not
Actually,
Asians.
ice cream
I'm
had,
Asians.
they didn't have ice cream, but I think they had beer.
Oh
The
yeah.
Babylonians or something, they had beer. But no refrigeration. So do you really want beer?
Warm beer.
No.
Oh, and it's super warm beer too.
Yeah, your best case scenario is you put it in the Euphrates.
Yeah.
You know.
I hope this is ice from the mountains. Oh man. Three.
And there was no bow shots for you.
Nope. Let's see. A 3, huh?
Bad pip rolls are worse than bad combat rolls.
1.
The bad combat roll, he dies, you move on. The pip roll, like,
2.
what the hell am I going to do with a 1?
Oh, in the last one, if low pip rolls against an army that's faster on all points than you, that it was so hard to try
And
and
I rolled great pips the entire time. I think one turn I rolled 2, or maybe a couple
You
of
had a
rounds
couple
I
to roll
rolled
2. You never.
I never rolled a
rolled
1. Never rolled a 1.
And I rolled 1
No.
several times.
I did roll a 1 once. No, you
No.
rolled a 1.
I rolled the 1s.
Yeah.
I was the one rolling the 1s.
You're 3 deep?
Yeah.
I can't reach him.
Yeah, it's like the
As slow as this army is, there's no way I can reach him.
shooter's gone, so it doesn't matter.
You're just being a dick,
We
aren't
got
you?
that one.
Don't roll a 1! God!
It's only a recoil though.
He rolled a 1.
Jeez.
I too can roll ones.
That's
Okay, your turn.
That's 1.
Why are you using
2,
yellow dice with
3.
a Chinese army, Mitch?
It's yellow. Yeller.
You doubled your picks.
Jeez. Oh,
At least
dang.
a horde can always go.
Oh.
I hate to say this, Joe, but maybe for Lent you should give up playing DBA. Let somebody else roll for me, please.
Yeah. Switch hitters.
I've been there, man. We've all been there.
Yep.
So now that we're
Multiple.
still out of range.
Multiple times.
You when you made fun of the Ark of the Covenant.
Yeah, never
That'll
again.
learn you.
Never again.
Made a believer out of you. Got circumcised right on the spot.
Something's burning.
I wish we could have filmed that game.
Oh my
It's
God.
unbelievable stuff that happened. Like,
Oh.
nobody would believe it if we told them.
Yeah. Folks, believe it.
That's right.
Don't.
That's why this game is wonderful. Some
Massive.
really
So that's 1.
Unbelievable
This
things
group
can
here
happen.
for 2.
It burned.
Oh, we got a little off, didn't we? Oh well. Shoot. Oh well. That's what happens. If I don't move, I feel I'm probably going to get shot to pieces. And there's nothing I can do to stop it.
I'm going to try and get this guy to run.
Okay.
2 to 1.
I'll go and mark the flee.
We'll see.
roll 6, Joe.
You don't understand.
No,
The
you don't
Salo-
understand. Roll
The
6.
Saloy in this army, that's all they typically do is
And they
flee.
do. They flee. He's right.
Well, I'm not kidding you. Every time I play them, someone's shooting at us. We flee
He's right. They run.
every time.
They're fast.
So,
They're
so
faster
after this
than
game,
guys.
Joe's dice will be on eBay at the price of free, and he'll throw in the shipping anywhere in the planet to get him. You need to burn those dice. You know, if I believed in
All
that
right.
shit.
Let's do this.
And see, now it's like, oh, I'll boom, boom, okay, game over. It's like, and there's nothing I can do to
Well, you
stop
wanted a
them.
quick game. It better
Yeah.
be quick.
But I wanted a quick game where it's a little more fun, other than
Yeah, that's no fun.
when, oh, you can't move, you get shot to pieces, you'll die, oh, you can't do anything to stop me. Those are the games which are no fun. Those seem to be the only games I seem to get. Are
So does it make sense that would that go to here? No, I can't quite do that.
Yeah.
So let's go. I'm just gonna move more than one. So he's just gonna do this.
That's a fract in the lead and a knight behind.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I still don't like that. So far, one.
he's in complete control when he's
So
like,
far, one. This.
I think this army is cursed for their Saloy.
How many do they have?
3. Now, every game I've played with them, their Saloy do terrible. I mean, terrible. They fight at the Saloy, they die.
You don't have enough of them.
You get shot at, they flee. Every time.
1, 2. Three, 4, 5. So, all right. This guy's probably going to be the modifier because he's the closest, and we'll drop you down 2. So it should be a 2 to 1. Push it. And it's your turn.
Go.
Yeah.
Go. I'll watch it.
Pause it if you get
Yeah, we can keep going.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna roll for you though.
Aha.
I was thinking, what the heck can you do?
Did he fire his artillery?
Yeah, he fired all three of them and made them recoil.
Oh, okay. Are these guys lined up like that? In that wonky way?
Something like that.
Okay.
I know if I do that, I'm just going to get trashed. Because I can't get any numbers up there. I still can't reach them.
If they're like this, then would you roll for pips? 4?
4. See, if I do that, then I can't move to contact him. Go, you're in his threat zone. So now you got to move
Well,
toward
you
him.
can move into contact if you reach, but you only move. Let me move him out of the way. We know where he is, and I'm not going to touch him. No, it's like you're just out.
Holy day.
It's this guy, right?
Yeah.
He was there. Can he move individually to here? What did he do? Make it so you can't reach him?
Well, he recoiled me. So and the thing is, with this army, anything like that, and again, it's all fast troops or stuff that doesn't really matter. And it's like,
Because these guys doubled up against bow. Man, that's a 6-2, but don't reach.
yeah, I
You
can't
don't reach just now.
And the thing is, I can't even move them up because he.
Now, the thing you could do is, if you could move these guys, you can't get into contact with them, but if you could move far enough, I wasn't expecting something underneath it, you might be able to lock the guys down behind them, and that would be okay, too. Boy, that recoil was beneficial to you. Are these at a funky angle like this?
Yes,
Okay.
they are where they are.
That's a special Sui tactic.
Yep.
Shui tactic.
I don't see how I could even do anything to him.
If you could get in a position where you can lock these guys down and lock down the guys behind them, that'd be okay too.
But I can't even do that. See this one, I don't think this one can even contact him.
No, they can't contact. That recoil is brutal. That 15 made
Well,
a big difference.
Flee here, kill here, recoil here. He's won every single shot. Every one.
Don't let him shoot again.
Well, I can't. He's going to get to shoot again, and I can't stop him. Because I can't contact anything. So even if I take this, I'm just short.
Right?
And if I take this one, he's going to be the same way. Of course, the flea always comes back to haunt me.
Remember, I measured that corner.
Yep.
Crisscross. Yep. Just make sure that horses can't get to him, because that's what I'd be munching. I'd be look pretty good at them jeans, boys. Not wearing jeans. Look pretty good at them panties, boy. Well, that's what they were. They were, you know, Iron Age panties.
Get early Fruit of the Looms.
You can't even do anything to him. And if I do that, that should.
Man, hate knights. God, I hate knights. It's so risky.
Well, if I move him up, he dies. Because I can't get any support to him because I can't. The army's too slow. One there. See if he does that. Don't do something, this army's gonna get chopped to pieces. And there's nothing I can do to stop it. Can't even do that.
I don't know what I'd do. Honestly, I'd probably play defensive over there and push here. Because you got nothing in your favor on that one side. But the thing is you're going to take an artillery. You're
Well,
going to eventually get
if
shot
I
with
don't do
artillery.
something, he'll be able to triple up and
Yeah.
kill these guys. And the thing is, I can't even be aggressive over there because,
You mind if he uses a D10?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean... We'll go ahead and do it. So we're going to move him
Free.
3. And
That's helpful. At least it doesn't,
Yeah.
it doesn't
at least,
use one.
At least it's not pulling
We'll
2
move.
pips. It's only 3.
this for one more. Oh, I hate to do this. No, as soon as I bring him up there, he's gonna get enveloped.
That's just my knights.
Mm.
No, this is how.
We still got 3 left.
Definitely move them up.
2 left.
I think this is better than. He just said he's in, you know. I don't see anything wrong with you know. I just don't know what I don't know what I'd do. Shootings.
So if they're in my threat zone, or then I gotta shoot that
You
guy.
have to shoot at them. Yeah.
So we'll double up on the front guy then. 2. Nope, nothing happens. Pips. Pips.
He wouldn't have been able to shoot at the front guy.
Why not? Oh, because you can't shoot the side, or
He can't shoot this guy either. He'd have to shoot here.
okay. No thanks.
Because of that, you can't go through your own corner. Sharpen those poles.
1 there.
You're the one with the poles. I don't have to.
Not yet. With any luck, I can finish him tonight. What do you roll for pips? 3?
3.
Yeah.
Hello. 2.
Question is, does that make who's closest now?
Well, you can shoot whoever you want with the artillery.
Yeah, but I want to like.
No, you want the artillery to be the primary?
Yeah, but I don't think it's, I don't know who is.
He's closer.
Okay, and that's the dude. And is he able to join in?
I think he's closer. Hold on a second. Let's do it the right way. The closest distance is here.
Then yours
Closest distance for him is straight ahead.
He's closer.
Is he in the arc on the side here?
Yes. Yeah, because you're even with him.
So it's going to be a 4 to 1.
You're shooting him here?
Yep.
Come on, Joe, roll 6.
Go on.
Barely killed him.
And it's your turn.
So if I go up, I slide which way?
This way.
That way.
So take the 3 move with a horde first.
Okay, take the
Because
3
they'll
with the
hit
horde.
and slide.
Hit and slide.
And the rest of those guys can move up for 1 and hit and slide.
Okay, move up and slide.
Actually, if you wanted them, are these guys going to go into combat?
Probably.
So you move them first.
And
Then they slide over. Then you hit,
Okay.
he
You
slides
spend a
over.
pip there. That's free.
1,
Here's another
none,
pip here.
2. Yep, and you got 3 left. And 3 units left, so.
Alright.
And you want to do that combat first. I would.
And you can move him too if you want.
Yep. Yep.
Ain't nothing but trouble.
I don't see any reason to go over there into that.
Hey,
mess.
look, he has no shots.
Yeah. Your pick on combats.
My pick on combats. So
That's
you
your best one with a 6
Here,
to
to
3.
blow a hole and start improving everything from there.
so we'll throw the 6 to 3.
Little Big Joe.
No effect. Because he's an 8 and I'm a 5. And I don't bounce.
Golly.
Yep.
I'd probably do that one next.
4 to 2.
I'd probably do that one
4
next.
to 2.
Come on, Joe. Just outscore him. Okay.
Yeah, I killed something. Hooray, it's a
Okay,
miracle.
He's going to penetrate the full Monty. Okay.
So this is a 2 now. And that's a 2 now.
So
3,
let's
they're
go-
both 3
But the
2.
question is, I wouldn't want to do this one before you did that one, because I wouldn't want my combat to get worse.
Yep. Because right now, it's a
He's a
4
4
to 2.
Yeah.
We'll go and do the 2 to 2 on the
2
end.
to 2 there. Dead.
Got him. I mean, it doesn't count, but you got him. Doesn't
You
count
want
now,
to
but
do the 3 to 2 there?
Hold on. I'm thinking.
It doesn't do anything. It's a
those
abstract.
2 and those 2 left to do.
We'll go ahead and go with the one over here where it's the 4 to 2.
Come on.
Go
Okay.
on.
Nice.
Now
He
they
advances
they
20.
advance 20. Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah. Knock him on his head for not shooting at short range.
Forgot to load the spikes.
Okay.
That betters that one.
This one,
It's a
this
3 to
one, this one.
1.
Okay, so we'll do this one here where I'm a 3
3 to 1.
Nothing.
No.
Nothing, because they don't recoil.
Okay, we'll go and do this one over
3
here
to
where it's
2.
3 to 2.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing, because he's also a horde.
I'm a horde.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
That leaves just this one here, so it's a 3 to 2.
7
to
to
4.
4.
Nothing.
Effect.
Okay.
All right.
Now I need you to roll a 1.
Of course, he rolls a 6. And he's salivating at his targets. He's got so many targets
I
out
need
there.
2 kills.
Well, if you want to do the minimum.
Oh, he should be able to get 4 kills easy.
Is this guy able to get?
Easily.
Yeah, he can get there.
I didn't think that was going to work. It worked.
Hey, at least I'll
Hey,
get
you
1
rolled
kill.
that crappy. No, these still count. They're still kills. They still count in a convention game. You still get a point for them. They may not make a difference on a win, but you still get a point for them. They have to count.
Well, Mitch,
because
you got targets galore and
Yeah,
all the pips you
it's
can
a-
ever dream
It's
of.
a question of how to skin this thing. He cannot make it over there. So, that being said, so I could get my best things, but then I'm open up to him coming. Oh, what the heck? Let's live dangerously. I'm gonna go for numbers. I'm gonna go this way.
You know the rule. Your general never dies when he's in contact with me.
He's gonna go here.
it's 2.
He's gonna try and get to.
You have an army with cataphracts, Joe?
Yes,
The Romans?
the Romans. That's the only cataphracts I have.
Isn't that a choice from hell also?
It's either a knight, solid blade, an artillery, a light horse, or another ox,
Or a cataphract?
or the cataphract.
1, 2, 3,
Well, I'd always take the cataphract over a knight.
4.
Question is, do you want the artillery? You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a choice from hell. Is yours 278A?
Yeah.
That's all I can do.
Oh, well, if you
Shootings.
can't win it on this
No
one, you
shootings.
should go hide your head in shame.
No shootings. Let's start here with a 4 to 2.
Go big, Joe.
Ah,
No.
I tried to help.
No,
well, no, it's when he says roll big, that's when I've been
There's a
rolling
cataphract,
crap.
so he doesn't advance.
2 to 2. And we're both solid, so
They're both
we're
solid.
locked.
Locked.
Notice I didn't say roll big.
Okay. We're not done.
We got more.
We got a bunch more.
Do we have to?
Do this one first.
Yeah. 2 to 3.
8
No
to
effect.
6. No effect.
Let's do. Yeah, we'll do 3 to 6.
Oh! No effect.
And 2 to 3.
Freaking day.
Yeah,
1, 1, 1, 1, 1.
I gotta go.
40.
Jeez.
Right?
Nope.
Too much? More?
That's 30.
That's 40?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Roll big.
Oh, thought it was over.
No. Roll big. There you go.
Okay. Let's see, my army's disintegrating.
So you need 3 kills of something that way.
Not that guy.
But not him, right? Right,
He's a nobody, too.
right.
Now, if I move there, can I move there?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to move there.
Yeah, we decided. No.
You go in.
You go in. We decided that we allowed to do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Now I can either stay there and be a -1,
In which case, you do this combat first,
or I
slide over. He's -1 from his number, so he'd be a 1.
A 1 to 2.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay there.
Interesting.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
I think that's a good move for that guy.
Mhm.
Give him something useful
Yeah,
to
you
do.
gotta do something.
You know, because at the end he'll move over.
Yeah.
Now, if I move him, because there's not really a whole lot for me to hit over there, because I can't do a whole lot to those. Excuse me, hordes. Because I can't close the door on a horde.
Hordes just have to be doubled.
But can do a Mitchism.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Let this one do it.
Actually, I gotta go the other way.
It's not-
Well,
yes.
because he's going to move.
Well, he doesn't. He can't go there. You're not going to get anything from it. You're here.
Mm-hmm.
You can still accomplish the same.
So
You
go
go on
this.
with that. This guy comes out
And then
here.
he comes over here.
All right, because
We'll
I was
do
going to have
something.
him move over here to put a -1 on him. Make him turn to face me to take the -1 off him.
Well, he's still going to turn to face you. You're like this.
Yeah.
You're here and here.
So I was
So
going to
you
take
move him
this one.
first.
He goes there.
Yeah.
I want him to go here.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't closing the door doesn't do any
Well,
good.
your back isn't going to give this guy a -1.
We can't hit the back. He didn't start all the way.
What I'm saying is,
Or-
if you stay
oh.
there and you come over, it's
Oh.
not going to give him a -1 because it's your back end,
Yeah, I want to put the -1 on him,
right? And then do this.
then do that.
Okay. You can do that.
So that's 3.
Okay.
Uh,
This will just be a 2 to his 3, though.
Yeah. But I'm more trying to help that to put that blowhole there.
Let's think about something for a second. He's
Yeah.
here and here, right? You
It's
could
gotta
do
be
better.
something better.
You could do better than that. You could do better than that. You can. Hell, you can close the door.
It doesn't
Yeah, but it
matter.
doesn't matter on a
matter
horde.
closing the-
Yes,
but
it does.
Will,
Yes,
it will
it does.
give you a minus on both
Yes,
of
it
them.
does.
then.
There, you get the minus, not the door closed. Now, when you hit him like this, he'll
Yeah.
turn, and the side
Now
edge will
you
give
get-
him a -1.
Both
Okay.
of them get minuses. Yeah.
There's a way-
There,
I
that's
knew
better.
there was a way to freaking do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
The other way.
That's 2. We got 4
Yeah.
left.
3.
3.
Okay.
Yeah. But
So
everybody
the only
else-
time
He's got one guy
Oh,
move.
he got one. Yeah, he's the only guy.
So
left.
his choices. The only thing he can get to your general.
He's got to line up, unfortunately, and he's up in there. To the front, you can make
To
your
the
best
front, you
attempt.
can do that. There, you got to be able to fit.
You can throw a threat on him, but then
You can
take away
move
from
there.
him.
I mean, you could move like this and still give him a -1 and lock the general down, but then you lose a -1 here. So I don't know if that's worth it. It's probably not,
No, he
because
wouldn't
this
give him.
guy's kind of
He
delicate.
wouldn't give him a -1 unless he lined up on the back. And you got
That's
the other
you're
way
right.
in the back.
You're right. You're right. You can only do partial lineup on the side. The back won't matter. You're right.
I'll go and leave him there.
Yeah.
Because if I leave him there, and the way if there he holds up, he can't close the door on my general.
Right.
Shootings, none.
None.
Okay.
Okay.
Your pick.
My pick.
You want to do this. You want to do this
This
combat
one
before you do this one.
So we'll do
You
this
don't
one.
have to do it right now, but you got to do it before the
We'll
other.
go and do this one
2 to
first.
1.
Whatever we got, he's got to turn.
He'll
Yeah.
turn his face. Yep. Roll Big Joe
2 to 1.
Ah!
Yeah, dude,
on the
look.
table. You got him no matter what.
Ding.
Oh, you even killed him.
Yeah.
And then you just need to survive that one, so you don't
yeah.
die. But you don't have to do that right
Yeah,
now.
that's-
So whenever you decide.
We'll do this one here where I'm a 6 to 2.
I live.
Golly, hey.
Yep.
Stop doing that. 3 to 2.
Blew him away.
And you'll go for
I actually wasn't expecting that. That's good.
This is the one I can't believe.
That guy's
Well,
tough as nails.
you keep
You
rolling.
got two more
You keep rolling the
combats.
high
Yeah.
numbers.
You got 2 more combats.
It's
We'll
just
do-
average. All you
Do
gotta
that
do
one
is
there.
break average there.
3 to 2.
You don't want to lose this one, Joe. You didn't.
It's a lot.
You locked.
Okay.
3 to 2.
3 to 2.
Or 2 to 2.
2 to 2.
7 to 4.
Missed it by 1.
All right.
And that rolls a 1. Nope. How's it go? He's blowing the devil.
Yep.
1, 2. Oh, we gotta go past.
See, Mitch is another one. Neither one of you rolled a 1 on pips. You've always rolled big numbers.
I'm saving it for other games.
Mm-hmm.
It's the 4 weeks before. I've been saving them up, apparently.
3. All right, no shooting.
No shooting.
Let's go with 3 to 1.
3 to 1.
You can do this, Joe.
Mitch, roll low.
1. Roll 1. No.
No. Oh well.
And he doesn't advance.
And 2 to 2.
I die.
No, push him. Because I forgot to do it the opposite way. But it didn't matter. It's fine.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
not
wait.
done.
Not done.
6 to 1. I live. 2 to 2. And I follow.
Yep.
Because I'm
Yep.
hordes.
You're Horde.
And hordes.
That's it.
Well, my skid continues. That is now 8 straight losses.
So who are you going to mail those dice to?
Yeah.
Jeez. I don't mind losing once. Oh, come on, guys. This is like 8 out of 10 games I've lost this year.
The best.
And most of them you feel like you're not even in the game. You're getting crushed.
These guys, this you can double up on them. But when you get. This is what I like.
No. You got a single up on them to kill them.
Well, I mean, yeah. Yeah.
The guys that died was because single up.
When I'm up against like Lighthorse and Sloy, I'll run those guys like that.
Well, if
Or if it's even as bad as what Tony had, I'll do that and
Well,
have one guy
if
float
it was,
around.
if I would have
like,
known
yeah.
Tony was playing, I would have played fast instead of slow.
No, I would have, because he only had 2 bow guys you could kill and a knight general.
We killed
Yeah,
them in
but-
general.
Yeah.
But at least with
Yeah.
with fast pike instead of slow pike, I could catch some.
But I mean,
stuff.
that way you can plug in, because you can keep your frontage then, and then you can plug that guy in to. If
Okay, you're
get
going
a
over
chance.
there.
Okay.
You're going to lose your
I
side.
gotta get
Oh.
going. Wow, I'm gonna be.
You got to work tomorrow?
Oh yeah.
Oh, fun.
Oh,
Fun.
Your foot better?
foot's better. Hand still hurts like hell.
Okay.
Man, should
What's your aggression? 3?
Should have
3.
played the Serbs tonight. That would have been much more fun. Because they have some mountains that chase some stuff down.
They a high aggression army?
Yeah, they're,
The
those
Serbs?
guys- Oh.
Yeah, they're like hilly 1, I think. They're not a.
My house. Okay, you got 6 horde,
Yep.
an artillery piece.
Yep.
I'm gonna do the same crap shoot as last time.
Crap shoot.
Yep.
That's a crap shoot.
I'm not gonna put a road down again for you.
That's good because it's a forest.
That's right. 'Cause it would
Everywhere's
be
a war.
illegal.
Everywhere is a
What
path.
you're doing is illegal. What you're doing is illegal.
Everywhere is a path. It's not a road. It's a
Road
path.
to nowhere.
It's a path through the woods to
No
Grandma's
road.
house.
There's actually a town. There's actually a road in Jacksonville called No Road.
Yep.
Oh.
There's something else stupid there too. I forget what it is.
Well, you know what's at the end of it?
What is it?
The gateway.
Oh, that's right. It's
range.
where the range is. That's right. Nothing to see here.
No.
The shooting range is the end
is
of
it?
No Road.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
And it's not No Road Road. It's No Road.
No road.
No road.
Is it abbreviated NORD? Like, is there a sign somewhere that says no? As opposed to Yes Avenue.
Maybe that's where they dump
The bodies?
Aha!
Only if you're a good shot.
Aha!
Okay.
That'd be
First
awesome.
one. The Woods. 3.
No, then once you forget it. 3.
I'm trying to remember how to put these things in here.
Small Woods. What should be 3 or 6? No.
Your pick.
Wow.
Well, it'll be a couple weeks, probably minimum.
Minimum 2
3
weeks.
Next 2 weeks, I'm out.
That's right. You don't want to see Marty anyways. He's overrated.
You'll miss out on more pretzels.
He'll just win. Is he bringing more?
I don't know.
Well, not for 2 months. This thing. 4. Ooh, look at that. And the small hill. 5.
Your pick.
Wow, everything I wanted and more.
Everything you want.
That looks stupid. Let's go with it.
It's the square box.
It's a box for you to stand on and kiss my ass.
There we were, just standing in
Y'all
the.
have a good night.
All right, buddy.
All right, man.
Have a good
Be
one.
safe.
So look on the neat side. Next time I come on, I might have the vanillins done.
Oh, those guys that work out.
Big muscle.
The big muscle guys.
But the only problem with them, they're an even slower army than this one.
Nice.
Oh.
How about a build a fast army next time?
Yeah, looking for fifth gear.
They're solid pike, heavy chariots, or and they have 2 Saloy.
What side do you want?
I'm thinking I
It's like
want.
stupid Wallachia looks.
Come on, let me look at this. I'm thinking. I don't like that. I like this. I
You like this
that.
one the least.
I
You like
that.
this one the least?
I like that.
You like it or you like it the least?
I like that.
Oh, you like it.
I like that.
Mikey
look.
likes it.
I like that look. The Vlachian camp.
You mean Moldavian?
Oh, Moldavian.
Yeah.
I'll have a Moldavian cocktail.
Easy what you say.
Aha!
No, I know one thing. I'm leaving this general out of combat.
Ah. Sounds like he's the guy to hunt down. He's in the rear. That's
I'm
the guy
telling
we
you.
want.
Well, you know, I've mentioned this before. I don't know if I've mentioned it on camera. I may have mentioned it on camera. I've never lost a battle that I can remember. It's probably happened. Because I got too many of my Saloy killed.
Yeah.
I have lost a battle because I lost a knight or 2 or 6.
Ah.
But, you know, you expect knights to be able to go out in the open and fight. And when they don't, you got problems.
Heads need to roll.
And this guy's kind of loose. That's with epoxy.
Uh-huh.
Don't touch the little horse.
No. He's got another. He's a cousin of the camp.
That's right. No touchy. What's up with those low-flying helicopters? Is somebody looking for you?
Yeah,
Is there something I don't know about?
What color is the helicopter? I can't see it. What is it?
All right. This goes here. Let's put 2 here. Let's put 3 there. I'm tired of defending so much. I think we're going to go with that.
All right.
Light horse, Saloy. Fast bow, fast horde. Knight general that fights like a sissy.
Oh,
Saloy, light horse.
calling them out right off the bat.
No.
Sissy.
I even mentioned it when I was painting it him over the weekend. And I said, hey, he looks kind of like a cat face. I hope he doesn't fight like a. Yep, yes he does. First chance he goes into combat, rolls a 1, gets himself killed. Should remind me to bring that stickum stuff.
There,
Got tons of it at home. Just
over there.
blue tack or whatever it is. Actually, technically, it's white tack.
Oh.
Had enough, eh?
Too much now. We don't-
Draw a little laser line.
Okay, form a square.
Yeah. All right, that's the look.
Okay.
So I
Let the
got a
folks know what you got.
cataphract, a knight, cataphract general, fastbow artillery, and 6 solid hordes.
Okay, here we go.
Oh,
Oh.
the rutabagas are in the woods.
Rutabagas in the woods. Here come the rutabagas. With 1, that's what we're doing.
Aha. 1 is the number.
Yep.
2 is royal. Well, I think what I'm going to do. Yep, we'll go.
Oh, it's a bad hook going to get off. I forgot to tell
Uh-oh.
you.
Whoops.
Yeah, no.
One, 2, 3, 4.
No shootings.
No shootings.
Pip, pip. Three. A half. That's 2. Just easier to get these bastards out of the way. Can artillery kill Saloy?
There's
How about I look at my rules that are over here?
I think there's fleet.
They flee.
They flee, yeah.
They recoil or flee. Same angle as these guys.
Mm-hmm.
More than 20 in.
Mm-hmm.
That's not more than 20. Well, then we won't go there. Because getting gang raped is not my idea of a good time.
Whoop.
Alright. I'm more than 20. You can't shoot me. There's at least 20 there. Can't shoot at him. Because, you know, the edge goes to the edge of this piece.
Yepper.
Okay, so I am 3 deep in a way.
So you're done.
I'm done.
3. Well. Where can this guy get to? 1.5 to there. So he could get to there. But I think what I'll do is he'll move first, he'll go here.
Mm-hmm.
He moves second, he'll go here. For my 3rd trick, we'll move there. Alrighty. I don't think there's any targets.
Well, for starters, you're not Narc.
No, no targets.
Pips? Four. Open command range. Roll 4?
Yes.
Okay, I'm more than 20 from the edge.
Okay, no.
Actually, we're not within 3. As long as I stay outside of 3, it doesn't really matter. Okay, that's 2.
Two left.
Three. Now I'm aligned with them at the same angles they are.
Yep, yep.
Four.
All right. No shooting.
No shooting, you're up.
2.
Another unusual game.
Aha. So that guy is out of the woods. There's probably. Is there any way to get that guy so we can double up on him.
Well, he could be here, and he could be over here.
Yeah, but
He'd
he has
be able to
be
shoot.
forward. But he's going to go forward a little
Well,
bit
we'd have to go forward.
to get in the range.
Oh yeah, well there's that problem. So where does the range fall? Yeah, it's a problem.
He's going to get in easy.
He's okay.
All I'd have
He's
to
the
do is
problem.
kick
So
him a little.
the most he could go over is here.
Yeah.
You could actually measure the distance here, but the arc goes the direction's this way. So you need to get this close to that guy. So
And then he can
if that guy was to move here, for instance, that's less than 1. Okay. And he's within range. That's a legal shot.
Now
I know it doesn't make any sense.
I know.
Okay, but that's
So-
a legal shot.
So here's something even crazier yet. Can I wield the gun with them?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
And then these two would shoot, but he would not.
I think so. Does he fit here? Yeah. Yep.
So it'd be
Mm-hmm. Yep.
that would cost 2.
And
He
you're
would
done.
not shoot.
Yeah.
And they should be in range.
Yep. Yep.
All right.
See, if I was writing rules, I wouldn't allow that because the part that's within arc. Hold on a second. And you're within 20. Yeah. That's a legitimate shot. I mean, I didn't write the rules, so I wouldn't have allowed that because the part that you can see is actually out of range. But that's not how it is.
Yeah.
Don't use logic.
2 to 1.
Boom!
Got him.
Okay. Did the wrong sound for the shooting.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I
Give me the
popped.
boom, and you thought like artillery. Artillery! No. Boom! Oh, message for you, son.
Yes. 3. How fast can I move these guys? I'm thinking of moving these Saloy up in here and then sidestep him, and then I'll shoot at you and you won't have a response.
I can't hurt you.
You can't hurt me. But if I don't do something to you, the next turn.
Yeah.
And I still have a pip left over. It's a thought.
Remember, artillery can shoot through Saloy.
But not if you don't have another target.
There is that.
So he can get to here. One, two, and then one more. I'm going to do that. I'm going to move him here. Okay? For 1. I'm going to take these guys. So where do I start off at? And move through. I'm going to try. No.
Remember, you
No.
have the same facing unless you're gonna move the bow.
That's true. You're right. I am going to move.
You're starting with the same facing.
I am going to move the bow.
Okay.
But I want to move in a bow where I can get a shot at you and that guy can't shoot at me. So the only way to do that is to make sure that there's no line of sight to him here. So we're going to drop that there. And let's mark where he is. Let's just mark where I can move this guy to. If I moved him here, I can't have a line of sight at all through there. So I need to stop short of that. I need to do something like this, so I have that shot there, assuming I'm within range.
Oh yeah.
And be behind this line here. Okay? So there we'd be able to shoot at each other. Okay? Now I want to be at the same angle he is. So now when I move through these guys, now the other thing is I need to be able to make sure I can see part of him. Let's see. I need to be able to see a 20mm portion. It's going to be very difficult to do. How far can these guys go? They could go all the way to here. Just do that. At the same angle as him.
Okay.
He'd still be able to shoot at his little arc. That's not an issue. Okay?
And that's 3.
And just for good measure, because I hate chaos, when I move him over here,
Maybe he dressed it up.
yeah, I want everybody here at the same angle. It just no
So-
point in tempting that double.
1 shot to the 2.
Yep.
Push you.
Okay. So
And that guy could shoot.
this
either
guy can
one
shoot
of
at either
those.
one of you two. You get to choose which one.
I'm gonna shoot that guy.
No. And you're up.
And
This is
I'm
the
up.
part where you roll one.
Nope. Not
Oh, it's
today.
opposite day.
Not today.
Not today, Satan. And this guy, you're specifically not beside me, so you
Can
can't
I?
close the door on him.
And he's not threatened.
No, not yet.
Can I maneuver? I doubt it. No, because recoiling you kick you back too far. Recoiling you
It's
kick,
like using a pair of socks with a hole in it.
Kick
Get rid of that thing that's got a band-aid.
kick you back too far. So you're way too far. We're definitely doing this.
For 2. Might as well do it while you got it.
So that's 2.
Okay.
And then.
That's interesting. I wonder what kind of stands those are.
Alright. So 4 left.
Mm-hmm.
Four left. I'm going to kick him. I need to stay even if I'm going to double up on anybody. He'll go out 1. He'll come in here.
You're going to be like that.
1, 2, 3, 4. Five. 6.
Oh, somebody's a short guy. Oh yeah, we got it on the hill.
Hold on, let me see.
All right, shooting wise,
We're still out here, right? Yep.
yeah,
2 guys.
I'm going to
3 guys. He has to shoot here. He has to.
I
He's
think-
within arc.
I'm going to.
You might as well double both of these guys up there.
Yeah, I'm thinking that. 2 to 1. Just recoil.
I don't mind that so much.
This guy is going to shoot that guy though. 4 to 2. Push him. Back to you.
Kind of overkill, but okay. Very interesting. All right, command. Shit, everybody's in command.
Whoa.
I'm pretty good at that. That's why I like a cavalry general, because he's even more mobile to be able to do that stuff.
I'm more unlikely to die.
Exactly. Get the fork out of Dodge. Well, that other combat the other day, in the other game, I would have died if it was a cavalry general. But I could throw this guy into the artillery. I'd be a 2, you'd be a 4, and I can't die. I can't die.
And hand to hand, they don't die either.
No. Artillery can't kill me.
Pretty
sure. Pretty
I know for shoot.
I'm not going to do it because it's just, you got that bastard too close now. You don't want to play nice.
No, they're bastards.
They've always been bastards. What I am willing to do is have one guy get a shot at him. Let's mark where he is. So I'm definitely willing to. I need a lot of these damn sticks.
Mm-hmm.
That the stick sound?
Yeah. Come get your sticks, boys.
Now the thing is, we'll be at a range there. So we can 2 to 2 there. Which, you know, I could be falling in my own trap.
Uh-huh.
It's not like I have an advantage. Still in command.
Five left.
Yeah, no kidding. Three. Four.
Actually, that's 3.
1. Yeah, no why I wanted to come. Well, I want to pay an extra for my guys. Mind your own business.
Heavy woods over there. Big
1,
pole.
2, 3.
Yep.
Four, 5. little bit of wood sticking out in front of him. That's critical. You see that?
Yep, yep.
What a weird guerrilla warfare. What's the word I'm thinking of? Asymmetrical. Asymmetrical warfare.
Yep, that's 6.
2 to 2. 14!
Push ya.
No.
Push you.
No fair using weapons that are more ancient than I am.
I'm gonna shoot this guy.
Not your turn.
Yeah.
It's not your turn.
That guy. That guy.
Which guy? Him?
This guy. That guy.
Let's see if you can. You can.
Roll 1 and flee. Oh.
Nope.
Push you
cool.
back.
Should be 20 here. Now you're up.
Alright.
Well, 1.
4. Good.
You don't listen anymore. You and your yellow die.
Huh?
Exactly.
Well, time to start playing some
Oh, now you're going to play.
Tony tricks. Because you're not a group there. The corner there is out. So we're going to mark
Sure
this
is.
guy here.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to turn into a column with this guy.
Uh-huh.
And
Yep.
they're going to come up. Going to come up. And turn and hit.
Well, you can't turn. Once you enter his threat zone, you got to go straight
I guess
forward.
then really all they got to do is just come up,
Yeah,
turn a little bit and hit there.
you don't have to turn at all.
And hit you.
Why are you turning? You can't turn.
Well, I can turn out here.
You can turn out there, right?
So,
But
I
then
can-
once you hit it,
but I wanna
you
hit-
have to line up.
but I want to hit like the bearman. I want to hit there.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So I immediately go.
Yep.
Okay.
And that's 1.
Okay.
And then
3 more.
do I have enough to go? I think I should have enough to get.
So that if I recoil, you'll still get a minus.
Yeah.
You'll still have a smidge over to get the minus 1.
That's what I'm after.
Okay.
Yeah, there's that. There's 3. 1 over.
So you want to play over here?
Nah. I don't know those guys.
They smell
Give that
funny.
crap about them.
They got fur coats of bears.
Pay your
Those guys
taxes
are
and-
business. You guys never even seen a bear.
Pay your taxes.
Those guys kill panda.
Let's do it like this.
Yeah, go 3 deep.
Yeah.
So there's a gap here. He's lined up
He
sideways
should be
with this
sideways
guy.
with that guy. Yeah.
He's lined up sideways with this group and a gap there. Got it.
And I'm going to do a shot here, 4 to 2.
Okay. Just recoil.
And then you get a shot there with me, no response.
Come on, get him.
Oh my gosh.
Got him.
Damn. Got greedy. Alright, 3 to 2.
Roll big.
You roll small. I push you. Damn. Ah.
That is a pulling a Tony. I love doing that
But I
shit.
gotta get the kill.
Napoleonic columns, yeah, those
Yeah.
Napoleonic columns.
Yeah. Alright,
No
your
point
turn.
thinking about it now. Let's roll the die then. Jesus. I don't have 6 guys I can move.
Uh-oh.
All right, let's look at this. Let's make sure we're centered on here. What an interesting... I'm telling you, I really like this kind of army because it's the Irish. The Irish are the same bastards.
Uh-huh. But they're from an island.
They drink more.
They're from an island.
They have less helmets.
Yeah.
Less shoes, too.
Yeah. And they slur more.
Yeah. They are more fun at parties, though.
Aha! They're more like me. They don't wear shoes.
Are you wearing shoes?
Nope.
Oh, Christ. Aye. This is a regular night?
Yep.
Wow. You're a 3.
Mm-hmm.
So I could go in, put this guy in support, and he'd be a 2-2.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going to have to think about this. Okay.
Ta-da!
Well, six, huh?
6 is the number.
It's ridiculous the amount of options I have. You know what? These horde though are really handy.
Yep.
Because none of these guys,
They're not gonna
the
leave
door,
them.
if the
It doesn't
you know, I
matter.
could do stuff like hit these guys as a group.
Yeah.
They conform to me.
Yeah.
I come in and close the door. Doesn't matter.
Cool.
It doesn't matter because they don't get a, you know, the -1 doesn't matter.
They're just like, we're surrounded. Yeah, whatever.
Nobody likes us anyway. Well, let's look at a couple things. Can I? Nope. Okay. I could hit these guys. They're in command as a group. Move them forward. Hit this guy. He'll conform to that. That frees this open for him to hit him on the side, which will cause them to turn. That'll be 2-2. Hordes can't kill light horse, can they?
Don't think so.
No.
Not too many things to like.
This would be 1, 2, 3, 4. And the only reason is to do that is I've got the pips to push over here now.
Yeah, they just flee from Scythian
This would be
spirit
1.
shooting.
This would be a second one. This would be a third and a fourth one. And it's not that this is a winning combination, but I've got this number now. And it's going to be really difficult to get it later. Because over here, I could see spending 2 pips. He'll still get a shot there. Yeah, I'd like to have these guys over here beside him, but if you have to wait a little bit, that's okay. I think the time is to go ahead and do this now. So both of these guys together will move together as a group. Bam. He'll get sucked over there.
Mm-hmm.
That'll free this guy up to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a little precarious there, but whatever. You got to break some eggs, okay? Then, because I want him to fight against a mounted as a 2, so I can move him over here.
There's 4.
Now I got 2 more to play with. He's out here in the open, isn't he? Yeah. No. Homie won't play that shit. Is that funny?
Yeah. Homie.
That should all be that same thing. I gotta move him. I'm not gonna give you. I'm gonna have you work hard for shit. I work hard.
Harder.
Remember that bitch?
Oh yeah.
I've got to. We got to spend one there. We got to spend one there, and I almost want to sidestep this guy and get a shot at that bow when you can't respond to me as a 2-2. Because that's the big reason for me to move here, is I could lock the bow down too.
Mm-hmm.
I could do it by myself. I don't really want to do a 3-2. I'm not going to let you get the freebie, so he's got to move, and moving to there is good enough. Okay, you get a shot at him, whatever. He can flee through here. Not a big deal. One left. I want to move this guy in such a way that if you come in and get me, now you just be able to contact him on the side. Doesn't really matter. In other words, you come in and this guy provides an overlap. But there is more than a base width in there. So I either make it so you can't go around me and have to hit me on the front, or if you come in, get the -1, which you're not gonna take that. Why would you take that? We'll move back here into the safety. I don't think we're going to do that. I think we need to protect this guy. So we're going to move. Oh, hold on. Oh, I can't do both. Let's move it to lock you down.
You do?
Oh, but then I have to shoot at you. All right. Simple game, huh?
Aha.
Bullshit. I call bullshit.
Bullshit.
We're gonna shoot 2-2. And no response on me.
I live.
So do I. It was a non-event. Well, he turns the face.
Yipper.
And regardless, he's locked down.
Mm-hmm.
Well, something like that. No, don't roll with a Coke.
Oh.
That's not going to be good. 2-1 here. Got him.
Yep. Got him.
2-2 there. Get him!
I'm solid, so you have.
So I recoil, and you come in. And now you roll a 1.
No, let's not do that. We gotta make a better game of it. Well, I know what I'm doing.
You kind of have to do
Doing
that. It's either that or throw. I would do that.
Yep.
Because that's a non-rip. Well.
Oh, gosh. Push me.
Damn it, almost got you. We still in range? Yeah. Either one.
I think I want to get rid of that guy. 4-2. 7. Just recoil. 2-2.
Wait, you shot at this guy.
Yeah.
Okay, now he's no longer an eligible target. 2-2.
2-2. No effect.
No effect.
Your turn.
Jesus. This mother has. They've picked the
It's
right.
time.
No,
Time for him to move
he's
up.
a shitty fighter, okay? But he's got a freaking spyglass. He's always in the right place at the right time. Everybody here's in command. I don't think I've ever done this good a job with command. I'm telling you, sometimes when you have a shittier army, you got to play a
Makes
better
you
game.
work it hard.
No, you have to play a better game. You got to
Yeah.
open the pores in your freaking head. You know, if you have some powerful army like, oh, I'm the Hungarians, I'll just show up and die. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna show up and freaking die, you loser.
We forgot to grease our wagon wheels.
Yeah, you got greased all right. That's no wheel. If I move this guy forward, you're part of a group. Like a wheel and component, it'd be the same damn thing again. Getting close to where he's at. Give him something to do. I wonder 1 plus a horde. You know, I'm painting Polish allies for these guys. I don't know if I want them. I'm going to have another knight. It's going to give me another knight. Do I really want another knight in the army? No. Hell no. The only person that freaking says that. Nobody else would.
Everybody's like,
oh, knight.
You need knights.
Oh, how cute. Yeah, you know what? I should just take it off.
No, it's alright. You're good right there.
Okay.
I just was putting it on so that, because we know it's been 1 week.
I want the light horse to do the fighting. Because it drops your number to a 1 when I hit you.
Cost 2 to charge straight in.
It does, yeah. Because staying there doesn't do anything. I could just turn around and get another -1 on him, but this, you know. Hey, the light horse can come over here and start messing with that.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I could move him back here and threaten you from the rear.
Yeah, there's that too.
If I use 2 on that, I got plenty to do everything else. So let's do that.
Forward left.
That combat group's operating together. What do they consist of? A light horse and a fast horde. What?
Oh.
Never heard of them. So my gut reaction is, how many do I got? 4?
4 left.
Now I've got the ones to do this and that. That uses up 2. Move this guy so he's out of range of just him. Just get within range of him and then bring these light horse and form up next to him. Am I good with just that? I think so. That's not so bad. What happens if I get doubled here? Do I die?
Yes.
You sure?
Or wait, maybe you flee, I guess it is.
Maybe I don't die.
I think you flee.
We never do this, so
I know.
if you don't know it, I'm not surprised because we never do this.
I think you flee because you're in bad going. Right?
I flee.
Yeah.
I'm definitely doing that. 1. Question is,
So the
I might
thing
want to
is,
use this guy.
unless you pull somebody all the way out, you don't want to do that kind of.
Well, no, there's a time to do it.
You gotta
There's
pull
a
them all
time
the
to
way
do
out, though.
it. Just don't expect to get a kill from
have
it.
the door closed or something.
You could do it and I might not be lined up and the flea would kill me.
Yeah.
You know? Which one of these 2 do I want to do? I think it's probably more useful to get this guy over here. This guy should have that little edge because it came in last time. So you got to go into bad going to fight him. 2 left, right?
Let's see. 1, 2. Yeah, 2 left.
Okay, so my options are move forward and give him another -1. That could drop you to a 1. But then I'm going to get to take a shot and not reply. That ain't happening.
Oh, what's the chances of that?
I don't do it. I don't unless forced to.
Didn't work out for me either.
Yeah, it's just that's what I want. So I could, Jesus, I could move back a little bit and then get a shot here, and form these guys up next to him. And your guy will have nothing to do. I think that's the what to do. And just so he's not in the way. I don't know if I can actually do this. Let's see. Got the movement for that. Yeah, I got the movement for that. I'm not a fan of putting a light horse behind a light horse. This is almost 1, 2.
All right.
Yeah, you got to play hard. You got to play harder with this army, and you also need the pips to help you.
Yeah.
If I have gotten exceptional, even if I lose this game, I've gotten exceptional pips in both games.
Yeah. Shoot scene. 4 to
Here.
3.
Get some.
Didn't die.
Here.
6 to 7. You 7 to 5. Yeah.
2 to 1. Got him.
Got him. Got him. Got those guys in 2 to 2. Ooh. Push you.
Now for the icing on the cake. Give me another 1.
Yeah, that would be so good. Not much of
Chinese.
games.
It's all you can eat Chinese buffet.
It's not much of games when you just roll ones. I think the best thing to do
I'm glad we're filming these because these are hard to believe.
I'm gonna mark this guy.
Okay. This front edge?
Yeah.
What you're interested in? Okay.
So they can cut corners here. Front corners are there.
You can cut it back one. Find out exactly what it is.
It's like 1 1/4. We'll call 1 1/2. 1 1/2 to there, and then another 1 1/2. Put him. Put him out here. I want to get.
You breaking shit over there?
No, I just dropped one.
There's always fumbles.
Always. So that would allow me to threaten him.
Lock that light horse down.
Uh-huh.
Stop his soiree there.
Yeah. And plus it would stop you from attacking the flank. You'd have to go to the front.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're gonna do for 1.
And keep my Saloy from jumping out at you, too.
Alright, so 1. Two.
These guys supposed to be lined up with each other?
They are where they are. 2.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I'm gonna have to burn the other one because I have
Everybody else takes 2
everybody else
pips.
caused too much.
Okay.
So
I have no shot.
I'm gonna do a 2 to 2 there.
Yep.
Roll 1. Nope.
Nope.
Nothing. 4 to 2 on the. Yeah, that guy. That guy's running. Run like the wind. Okay.
Yeah. Pips.
Back to you. Oh, 2 to 2.
Yep. Get some. Pips.
Are they like knights? They follow no matter what, or do they stop to go in?
Flip that up.
Yeah.
I think nobody advances into that. Should be under pursuit. An element, city, fort, camp, or in bad going, other than marsh or gully, or whose pursuit move would cross a battlefield edge or enter such bad going, does not pursue. So you will not pursue into the woods.
Okay. Good. Good to know.
Okay. Pips. I can't complain about pip rolls. I can't complain about pip rolls. Well, I still need to get 2 more kills. I could use 2 pips for him and contact him in the front. I'd be a 3, you'd be a 4. It's not a game-winning thing, but they're here to kill things and they're expendable to a degree. The other alternative is, since they're not locked down, and they're fast as shit, and I mean they are really fast as shit, I could move my light horse. Where's all the things? You've got him threat zoned.
Mm-hmm.
So I could move him in like this. I could make best attempt.
Mm-hmm.
And then you will have to come down to me or fight me as a -1.
Mm-hmm.
And then I take him and put him here. See, here's the messed up thing. You ready for this? If I move him and you decide not to slide him over.
Oh, here's one more question.
Mhm.
Am I uphill right now or not?
No. Well, that's a good question.
Because I am all the way on the hill.
You're all the way on the hill. But if I come to you and you take a -1, would you still be uphill?
I think that counts, yeah. Because
Well,
I'm not
here,
going,
see, and here's the messed up thing. You ready for
to be
this?
like,
If I come in here and you either slide, so say you don't slide,
right,
are you uphill and you start as a 6?
right.
Okay.
-1 for
And then if I bring a guy over here, that guy's not corner you, so he doesn't give you a -1.
Yeah.
So there's all those questions. That's enough
Yeah.
questions that I'm not going to do it.
Aha.
Okay.
Things for people to think about right
Yeah,
there.
I don't care to think about that. It's too late, and there's just too many.
But now we got something that people can look into.
Yeah, whatever. I don't care how they do it, but
No, but we never come across that.
every,
Again!
every time we play,
Aha.
there's weird shit. Well, we don't play,
You don't like General Hills. You hardly ever play with the General
I
Hills.
don't play with it. I have with these guys.
The one army.
The one army.
Otherwise, he never likes it.
I think I need to do that.
2 left.
Look how scared I am of Light Horse getting raped. I don't think I want to move them with him. I would rather leave him by himself. Because what happens is, I don't want you to shoot at them, recoil them back, or kill them, and Light Horse are in a way where you can rape them.
Uh-huh.
So we're only going to move him by themselves. 1 left. Man, I think it's got to be. I think it's got to be. Closing the door is not going to help. Yeah, he's still got line of sight. There. To increase my chances. No point in doing it a little bit because you
Yeah.
just recoil out of it.
Well,
you're not
I'm
going to
not
advance.
going to recoil anymore.
I still need to be there. And I can still see him. So.
So
That's-
2 to 2 shooting.
Here. Yeah.
I lived.
So did I. I can already see that. I can already see that in my infinite wisdom. It's not wisdom. I've seen this shit before.
Which one?
There.
Push ya. Oh
No.
no, you're locked. Locked in there.
I
That's
forgot about
everything.
that.
I
They'd
forgot
stay
too.
locked, too.
I did too. I'm like,
Here.
ooh. 7 to 4. No
Nope.
effect.
Not enough.
Yeah.
Now roll a 1. Even it
No.
up.
I need pips too. I
No, you
I
don't.
like to play this game.
Nah, you don't want to play. You've been playing. You have the more powerful army. You haven't sealed the deal. I should win.
Yeah.
What an interesting game.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, if I lose, I don't care. It was an interesting freaking game.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, I don't never really care if I lose, but
Well, hate to do this, but the numbers are pretty good.
don't do it.
We got to do this. 1.
Don't do it.
2.
What did you do? Just move 1?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Wait, well, before he goes,
Mm-hmm. There's too much yelling over there in the woods. I'm getting out of this place. It's like a haunted freaking
and
house.
then he'll go here,
Yeah, I knew you couldn't resist that.
and then he turns.
That's it, right?
But, well, I got one pip, but what am I going to do?
Okay, so you burn the last one. Okay.
2 turns in a row, I got an extra pip.
All right. Any shooting?
2 to 2.
I have no shot, right?
Nope. Nothing.
I wasted that 6.
I
I could get another one.
4 to 2.
Yeah!
Nothing.
Nothing.
2 to 2.
Yeah!
Killed you. Or no, you
No,
flee.
you don't freaking kill me.
You flee.
You sure it's a kill?
I doubled you, so you got to flee.
And you don't
Because
move.
you're in bad going.
And
I
you
won't
don't
go.
move.
But you'll flee.
You don't budge. Oh, I want to see something. Still in command.
And
What,
5 to
this
2.
Yeah!
10. Got
Got
him.
him. Okay. They're cataphracts.
I
They
was
don't advance.
really hoping. Oh, that's right. Thank God.
Okay.
I was really hoping for that. Okay.
Well, you know what? I don't mind so much that they. Whoa!
Yeah.
I hear something noisy over there.
Whoa!
Now the game got really, really weird.
Your turn.
The game got really weird. I think you should come over here and pay me a visit.
I will. Because I know if I kill that guy,
Look,
which now he's scared. Oh shit! They see me. Oh my gosh!
the thing is, it's
I'm-
true.
I'm-
It's true.
It's time for me to go back. You guys, good luck.
It's funny because it's true.
Yeah, see, you said it, and now the leader's like, "Oh, I just,
Hey.
I've got to go change my armor."
He doesn't change his armor. He just sits in it.
He has a.
Ah.
I have my spy glass, and so does he, and he just spied me.
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do something dirty. I'm going to move in such a way that you can't shoot at me and I can shoot at you. Well, that's not it.
Yeah. Okay.
So you have to clip him. Actually, I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can do it in a way that you can't. Yeah, I can. I'm here. All I got to do is move over this way. Maybe. But we know where he is. It's corner to corner to that. I don't think I can do
I was
it.
gonna say,
I don't think I can do it.
I think you have a hard
do it.
time getting out of that arc.
I don't think I can do it. Yeah, I can't get out of the arc.
You're still going to be my arc.
I'm still
'Cause
going to be in the
we're
arc.
overlapped.
Oh, I
That's the
could move
problem.
over. I could move, but it's gonna cost more
Well,
than.
then you won't be able to shoot.
I won't be able to shoot. Right.
Because I am like overlapped you yet.
Yeah, then I won't be able to shoot.
That
so.
makes it the hard thing that you can't. If you move over one, then you can't shoot. So it's not going to happen.
So we're just gonna move here. At least I'll be a group then. You know.
Wait, did you roll one?
Yeah, I roll one.
Oh. Oh, that's right. Because we were joking about changing armor. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Try to pay attention.
All right, to the
Two,
two. Pushy.
Okay. We're right back where we started, kind of. Here. Get some! Yeah! No, still locked.
Nothing. That's it, right?
Yeah. Roll that one. Your turn for one.
Whoa! Don't piss off my people.
You're Asian?
Yeah. He's got to come up here.
Yeah, that guy doesn't count.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
But he's in my way.
Is he?
Uh-huh.
Okay, burn the rest.
Yeah, right?
Oh! Huh. If start your engines. May not get a 6 again.
we're gonna be out. We're gonna be out. Oh, we're sort of still in. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. One. And we'll go lesson 1. Open here.
Well, I won't be shooting there.
Well, I can shoot you. That's all. that
Right.
matters.
No shooting there. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Where?
2 2. Nothing. My 40-year 1. Got him! Yay! Now Joey charges down.
If only.
Your turn.
Pips. 4.
A lot of people dying, but half of them don't matter. Wow.
Yep. What an odd game. It's corner to corner there, so. That's not beneficial. One. Two. Three. Get him! Retold you. Finally, you lost one of those. You running out of arrows?
Maybe.
Now roll that one. Go back to China.
Oh!
China. Go back to China.
Are we still in here?
Yep. We have 3 units killed on each side, but 2 yours don't count. One of mine doesn't count.
Alright.
I'm glad we're not playing this game at a convention.
Yipes.
This guy should be lined up here, right?
Um,
Everybody's lined up together.
These dudes are for sure.
What do you think about artillery now?
Yeah, right? All right.
Aha! That's one?
Yep.
Okay.
Let's see, this guy could get over here. So he should be able to come over and line up right in with him, right?
Well, he's got a movement of 3.
Yeah. So he
So
comes
let's
out
just look at it.
and
Ow.
comes back.
He's got to move that tiny little bit,
Yeah.
okay? And then he's even with him. And then he's
Then
right.
move over and then come back.
let's take the tiny little bit right here off.
Uh-huh.
Okay? All right. And he's got a movement, he's got a movement of this.
Yeah.
So he can move. Let's use this to move. 1, of course he's back there. 1,
Yeah.
2.
So it's gonna be.
And he's got
a
another
little
one
bit,
to do.
So he'd have to come on the back side.
You got the pips to move them. You don't want to move him?
I might have to.
Yeah. Just don't move him more than 1, so you still have a shot. Cavalry is so much more maneuverable than those knights.
So basically, on the backside, you could get to there too. This corner would be here probably, because it'd be 1 back, 2 over puts him about there. Okay. 1, 2. 3, 4.
Oh, you want to play like that? Okay. Oh, you fuck up now. You think you know how to use artillery?
Oh,
And a
we're
roll
gonna
of
find
1.
out.
And a roll of 1 for
Yeah.
pips.
Well, this should be uphill for him.
Correct.
So
It's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Five.
2, 2.
2, 2.
Recall you. So you push the knight back. Go for, yep. Exactly. we out of range? We are. There you go. Called it.
I didn't hear it.
Yeah, last turn, so then I roll a 1. It's all right. We got some stuff we can do. We can charge both of them up there, but we're out of range there. Or we could take a shot at the artillery with a bow. And if I outscore you, you pop. And nothing can happen to me. But I'm going to put myself in a situation where next time you'll be able to fire him and him at the bow. If I go up here, I'm going to put myself in a situation where I have the door closed on my ass. Can I get a shot at this guy without getting shot there? I don't think I can. What happens when artillery shoot at light horse? If they outscore them,
They'll flee.
they'll flee, so I don't want one behind the other. And if they get doubled, they die. So if I move these together, I can't move him with them. Because I'm not willing to risk getting shot at. Great day in the morning. So what I'm considering now is moving only 1. Up 1. In other words, doing this. Or pull him out now. Be around here. I can't put myself in a situation where I shoot at you and you're gonna. There's no way I can put myself at an angle where I can shoot at you. If I move to there, we're gonna be in range, and I don't want him behind him. I think that's the best. I think it's the best thing I can do. Rolling that stupid 1. 2 to 2 here.
6 to 4. Push me.
Don't want to go through?
No.
Now your turn to roll 1.
I know what I do. Alright. So he needs to be in range.
Yes.
Which he is, but this should be close.
He is. Yep, you had that. There's your shot.
So I don't need to do anything with that. So
Now you ready for this? If you do that shot, I can't shoot back here. So I get my shot on him first.
Yeah, that's all right.
And could theoretically pop him, and then it's just this guy against here.
Oh, it doesn't go.
Because I get my shot.
Yeah.
Because I get my shot.
Gotcha. Unless I pull.
So you'd roll a die here, and if you blew it, you still get another die roll here, but I'm keeping mine.
Yeah.
You guys follow that? I know, everybody's asleep.
Yeah. Wake up!
It's one of the longest. This is one of the longest video sessions I've had in a long time, and really should have been a
I'm gonna do this. This is 1. And this is 2.
Mm-hmm. Nothing wrong with doing that.
One way or another, things are gonna come to a head. So does that mess that up? For you?
Oh, I'll just have to shoot somebody else.
Yeah.
No, I'll still be able to shoot at him.
Okay. So
my shot first.
Yours first, which I live, but you got to keep that.
Right, you live. And now
So
it's
really, you're a 4. So if I roll a 4 or better, you're dead.
So roll a 1.
Damn. Push
Okay.
it.
All right, I can live with that. I call that a fucking victory.
Just trying to kill that
That's
boy.
how you do it. That's how you do it.
And it's your turn.
It's bad if I roll another 1. Yep. Shit happens. Like I said, I've rolled good enough this game. I'm golden. So.
We're still only halfway there.
Well. Now there's no shot. And I can't shoot there. Unless I turn and fire. If I move back even with him, I'm going to get shot at. A smidge of a recoil there. Oh shit, it's not enough. Was I even with this guy?
You were recoiled 1 base back from him.
Right, so I'm here.
Yep.
Jesus. Come on. Okay, we're out there. We're in there. Not a good chance, but
All right.
2 to 4. Get him! Got him!
Oh,
Pop!
bummer. All right. Now,
Nice.
is the bow guy?
You've done that
Is
lots
the bow
of
guy
times.
ahead of? Is he ahead of this guy?
Hold on. Looks like they're even.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
But there'll be. Would they,
So if you move forward,
as a group?
he's going to come over and help him. This is the craziest. Well, no, we've played crazier games. That one where I landed over here, that was the craziest freaking game.
Yeah, I think I rolled a 6, so I'm going to do this.
Do it. What can
Well,
happen?
wait. Make sure I can get in there and support him. Oh, yeah. He'll be-
Oh, and throw him in too?
Yeah, oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
All right, so we're coming up.
Okay. Okay.
Is he the one I want? I mean, I could do that guy.
What an interesting game. A long ass game. I can't figure out why this is even on the bottom, but at the top
Yeah.
it's crocked.
I'm gonna bring him here.
Okay.
Let's see, that's 1, 2. 3, 4. Well, I have to burn the rest.
Do you have any shootings? No.
I'm gonna go with my 4 to your 2.
Get him!
Push you.
Okay. Let's see. How far do I want to go? Let's go 30s. I don't want you to lock this guy down until I'm ready. Oh. Hold on. Oh.
Because you moved up. He's gonna lock him down anyway.
Hold on. Hold on. I'm doing something wrong. What am I doing wrong? Yeah, his back goes here.
Because you're going 40 or 30?
I'm gonna go back 40.
Okay.
You're going back 40, and you'll still have
An overlap
this guy
there.
locked down.
So now it's a 3 to 2.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Or I could go through. See here, yeah. This is weird because I'm not lined up. Because remember, you pulled me over.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm actually not. I'm over a tiny little bit like that. That's the one we're doing.
3 to 2.
Come on.
I know what I got. Gotcha.
Okay.
And he's cataphract, so he'll just sit there.
I know my favorite. No, there's still a 3 getting shot at, so
Yeah.
you know
And it's your turn.
they're no good.
3 to 2. Oh my
Well,
god.
3 ones in a row, you know.
That's
Yeah, that's why it is. Well, yeah, I gotta spend one here. I have to do this. I don't have a choice.
what else would you do if you had a 2 or 3?
Well, if I had higher, I'd move him over here. I have to.
So nothing that would
Or
affect things immediately.
no, I'm not gonna throw him out in the open where you know.
He's gonna get ran over.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. This probably isn't gonna work because I don't unless they're Irish.
Well, it's
Well, these guys are supposed to be light horse superior, so
not
we'll
that
see.
great of
I think you have a shot there with him.
2 to 2.
Yeah,
No effect.
that's why you do fumble.
4 to 3.
Get him! What a
Oh
limp
my
dick!
gosh.
What a limp dick!
I killed him. Because I'm a 9 and you're only a 4.
That's it.
And he slams in the
Game
hand.
over.
Wow. I did
Well,
not expect
I
that.
pulled a Joe. I rolled a shitload of ones.
Wow. That's the worst time,
Well, I did need to end the taping.
I guess.
We
Oh
we
my
ran out
gosh.
of javelins and stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wore you guys out. Well, we're all out of. Get into the
All right, I
woods.
gotta write down this
Sir, we
scoreboard
cut
before-
down the woods. There's nothing left.
What was the?
Oh man, I've lost 2 units and 2 hordes.
Your 320 B.
Yes.
B. Sway. Okay. Terrain 1. Game.
Wow.
Okay. So my win, I've got
2 kills and 2 hordes.
2 plus 2 hordes.
You lost 4 guys and
2.
1 horde.
4 plus 1 horde, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It happens. Well, look what it took. It took 3 ones for pips in a row.
Yeah.
That's what it took.
What makes
And I
this,
still got a kill on the artillery while I got those ones.
it makes it interesting that this army, you can only kill half of it to count. You know. It makes it interesting.
Well,
I mean, it's like this. It's yin
the
yang.
interesting thing is that I don't think that you being on the hill mattered that much.
No, it didn't. Well, because you weren't coming out. But I wanted to make sure. I wanted to pump my gun up because I knew eventually, if you get the chance, you'd jump out there.
That thing you did where your general came out and hit the light horse, I would have been scared to do it because I know the. I'm just
5
saying.
to 2.
I understand, but it's the quick kill.
I know.
I've tried killing a light horse
I know.
before and gotten killed. You know, so
I
it's
had
not.
to though, because I was if I didn't get rid of him, I was going to be in trouble.
I mean, you can't push into that,
No, I
and you can't push
I
into
only had-
there. And I'm playing keep away
I only
here.
got 2 bow guys, so all I can do is just shoot.
Your
shoot,
bow
shoot.
guy just was solid the whole time.
First
He
time
lived.
ever.
He lived.
First time ever I had a bow guy that
And that's the first time I've ever picked the artillery off with bow fire because usually I've lost artillery that way.
well, I
but-
knew when you came over here you're going to try it.
Of course.
And I was waiting. That's why I
Sure.
had them ready. And when
Sure.
I got rid of one of yours, I got lucky. Because then that called me.
I was waiting for you to roll 3 ones in a row for pips.
Well,
Because then half your army wouldn't move.
Wouldn't been too much going on. Because only these guys, more than half. That's 7 units. The case cost 2 pips to move.
There was zero benefit to move this guy from this position.
No, yeah, he didn't need to.
I mean, if you push farther, sure, and and potentially come out, but it's going to take 3 turns to. I don't want to come out here until he's dead.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I come out here.
So you can see it coming.
These guys aren't useful. These guys aren't useful. I have to operate close to the woods.
Yeah.
This is a really cool army. I like these guys.
Yeah. And it's only a 1 aggression. So
I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to
get
have to
terrain.
fight this army. It's a pain in the ass. It's like killing cockroaches.
Well, as long as you got terrain. If you don't have terrain,
you're
in trouble. You're in trouble.
It's like cockroaches. So, yeah. Anyhow, sorry you guys fell asleep on this one, but hey, it was one of the better battles we played.
You can rewind it and find out what happened.
Too bad the bad guys won.
See.
So I've never lost unless he's been sacrificed.
Ah.
There's always a pattern.
You gotta get him out here early so he dies.
Not early, towards the end. It's got to be towards the end of the game,
Oh,
well, anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And that's
it's interesting.
Monday Night Hordes. That's what it's called.
Hordes.
You didn't catch it. You were
Monday Night Hordes.
There you go.
Bum, bum,
Okay.
bum, bum.
Until next time, folks. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you next time.
See ya.